We're here. We're here.
Finally.
Guys, welcome to WeAreTottenham TV. I'm Simon. This is Danny. The awesome Danny. How you doing, brother?
Awesome. I don't know about that, mate. I'm good, man. I'm good. Busy. Lots going on. I'm looking forward to tonight.
Yeah.
It's going to be an interesting one.
This is our first game together, actually.
It is, yeah. We
we
meant to have the Man City game, didn't we? And then it got postponed.
Yeah. I thought it would never happen, and here we are.
Finally.
And on the other side of Manchester, playing at Old Trafford, partially a bogey team, a bogey stadium. No matter what form we're in, we always tend to slip up here somehow. So I guess this is a good time to run through our teams. I'm going to start with United, actually, because that's boring. So we've got De Gea at the back in the goalkeeping position, obviously. Dalot, Varane, Martinez. Now, these guys are actually putting on a good show this season, in my opinion. Sure, Casemiro, I'm going to be interested to see how he works against our midfield, which we'll go on to in a second, because our midfield is looking strong. We've got Fred, Fernandes, Anthony, Sancho, and Rashford. What do you think of that, Danny?
Yeah, it's a good team. I mean, is Ronaldo on the... Oh, he is on the bench. Yeah, of course he is. I was surprised he's not starting, to be honest. I thought he would have started because he always likes to score a goal against us. I think it's interesting with Casemiro and Fred because I know they play very well together for Brazil when they play together. Anthony's going to be dangerous, and Rashford, he's always dangerous against us. But I think the one that's going to be more interesting to watch is Anthony because we haven't come up against him yet.
Yeah, I think that's right. And you know, like, I think some of these guys, certainly the new ones, have got a lot to prove and push themselves. Like, they want to keep Ronaldo on that bench, I'm sure. Ten Hag's trying to do his best to, put his stamp on Manchester United. So, I've lost my Spurs team on the screen.
Yeah, where's it gone?
So I'm going to guess who's playing today.
I think it's a standard 3-5-2, isn't it? He's gone for a 3-5-2.
Yeah, this is it, yeah.
So I think it was Doherty, the Lloris in goal, Doherty as the right wing back, or however you want to call it. I think you had Perisic as the left wing back. You had Basuma, Højbjerg, and Bentancur, and Son and Kane. And then at the back three was Romero, Dyer, and was it Davis, or was it... I can't remember who it was. Was it Davis, or was it...
You must be good at those memory games, those puzzles.
I wish I was better, mate, honestly.
I'm just trying to get them up on the phone as well, guys. Sorry about that. So we got Hugo and obviously in goal, obviously. So we've got Romero, Dyer, Davies, Doherty at the back.
Yeah.
Now Doherty, so I was at the game last week, and Doherty's performance was actually pretty decent. It's nice to have him back in a bit more of a flow. This is going to be a big test for him today. Keep Emerson out. Probably won't be difficult to do, but he's there.
He's getting his confidence slowly, isn't he?
Yeah, exactly. And as you said, Dan, we've got Bentancur, Bissouma, Højbjerg. Now, it's going to be really interesting for me personally because when this formation always changes, Højbjerg gets a bit more freedom, doesn't he, towards that front stage?
They both do, I think.
Yeah, and I love that. I love the interlacing, the interchanging, the passing's a bit slicker, the wingers get more involved. And there's obviously a bit of mind games from Conte this week in the interviews, wasn't it? Because
I love it.
Yeah, he was very much adamant he was going to keep it the same, but I think as Spurs fans, we were all anticipating him to do this today. Perisic finishing off that midfield. There was an argument to suggest that Perisic might have a bit more of a forward role, even more so than he usually does in this game. So we'll have to see how that pans out. And then we got obviously the almighty Son and Kane up front. Now, looking at these two teams, Danny, are we confident? What's going to happen today?
I think the midfield. I said before on some of the other shows that the midfield battle is where this game's going to be won. It's definitely the team I would have gone for. It's probably the strongest possible team we can actually select, just because of the injuries and everything like that. I think what my biggest concern is that we haven't got much on the bench to actually impact the game in an attacking sense if he wants to change it up. So it's kind of we're counting on this system to work today and work well, because if it doesn't and we're getting pegged back or we're not really doing much with the possession or being able to hold them off, then it's going to be a problem. But look, it's what we could have all hoped for. I think everyone wanted that formation to start today. Nice to see it for once. And it's going to be interesting. It's going to be a really good battle today. Yeah,
I think that's right. I think both midfields look really packed, actually. Rashford, I probably shouldn't jinx this, but Rashford's not on the greatest of form for a while now. That could work in our favour.
I hope so.
Especially with our midfield. But I think both teams are going to be up for it. If we want to win this, we have to do this from the start.
Yeah.
I don't want to see any messing about for 30, 40 minutes like we usually do. With this formation is a chance to prove that this is the way forward with us. There's a couple of players like Bissouma will want to put in a good performance because he'll want to keep that for the next game
he was,
on Sunday.
He was so good against Everton. I think that's the best I've seen him. And that's when you finally started to see his coming of age a little bit and starting to really understand how Conte wants him to play. So that I'm looking forward to seeing that, because I think with him, if he keeps going at that rate, if he can now push on from there, I think he will become one of our mainstays, and it'll be hard for Conte to look at it and drop it. Yeah. It depends on how it goes today. It's a big test for us today.
Yeah,
I think it is probably, from Arsenal, it is the biggest test we've had.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think that's actually a valid point. I was thinking about that on my really long journey here on the M25. I was nearly like 3 hours, but never mind. But yeah, I was thinking exactly that, because I thought, okay, the Arsenal game is like one of those games where form doesn't really matter. No. It's just a big game, like a big derby, right? But out of this whole season, obviously City would probably have been a big test anyway, but it didn't happen. But I think this is the first proper test we've got that we can be a bit more comparable with last year, because we are picking up points we didn't before. Yeah. But this one in particular, as I said earlier, is a bogey team. I hate it. Yeah. It is. Especially when Ronaldo pops up when they're not doing well and then they manage to get something. So I think this is our first proper test with this formation style from the start, in a relatively big game, irrespective of the form of United or where they should and shouldn't be. Yeah, I think this is going to be really interesting for us, and it is definitely one of our bigger tests this season. Oh,
definitely.
So we're going to have to see how it plans out, of course. But the great thing, what I love about this right now, is I feel like, apart from the midfield, I don't feel they got that giant spearhead like attack right now on their side. But what I love about our team right now is they're all starting to click really nicely, and Son and Kane are finally finding each other again a bit more.
Starting to, aren't they?
Yeah,
they're definitely starting to.
They're both scoring regularly, consistently again.
I think though with them two, they're still not playing at the level they can play. Like when we've seen last season, they're scoring, they're impacting games, but their overall game maybe is not as good as it can be. And I think that is in contrast to how we're performing as well, like, because we're not really performing the best we can perform, but we're still getting results. Exactly. And I think if them two start performing, it's like anything. You take your two best players out, any team, they're going to perform less than you normally would. So if them two start hitting real form and everything starts clicking properly, I think then you'll see the whole team's level raise a bit. Definitely. And I think that's when we'll start playing better football. Yeah, I've got hope for it, so we'll see.
Well, guys, the teams are lining up in that tunnel. I can see in the corner of my eye. Yes. We'll have it on our screen in a second. I don't have a laptop here for some reason that has all the live chats, so I'm going to have to get it up on my phone, I think, to make sure that we're not missing out on any awesome comments from you guys. By the way, on that topic, smash that like button. Make sure you're leaving comments in the live chat. We'll call out the best ones.
Oh, there is an update as well for West Ham. I think it's nearly half-time. It's 1-0 Liverpool with Darwin Núñez scoring a header.
Ooh. Yeah, he's coming into a bit of form now as well, isn't he?
Well, he's kind of been on and off, hasn't he? He started off all right, and then he kind of got that red card, and then he started playing again. It wasn't really that great, and then now he's scored another goal again today. Yeah. We have to wait and see how it happens. I think Newcastle winning 1-0 against Everton at home. Almiron apparently scored a stunner. And what else? What's the other? Chelsea. What's happening with Chelsea? It's 0-0 so far.
Good.
And Brentford,
hopefully they lose.
Brentford. Yeah, hopefully they do.
Guys, I want to see some score predictions before this game kicks off, so chuck them into the live chat right now. We've got lots of 3-1s and 4-1s. Hopefully that's to Tottenham. But I'm usually a 3-1 kind of guy, as I am with every game for some reason, irrespective of the opposition. But for me, guys, I think looking at those two teams together right now, being a Spurs fan, maybe a bit biased, I do think we're going to get a result today, and in a positive way. I think we're going to get a win today.
Are you that confident?
Yeah, I feel it. Really? Now I've seen the teams, and now I know this formation's here that we've all been waiting for a long time. I'm feeling it.
Well, look,
the confidence has trickled in.
It's going to be a tough game. Look, we don't historically do well there. I don't like to be the person who kind of puts a bit of a realistic twist on it, but it is true we don't do well there. I'd take a draw if I'm honest. Yeah. As long as we don't lose, I'd take a draw at Old Trafford. That's a good point. Look what happened last season. We were the far better team than United, and we still lost the game.
Yeah. Yeah, we do that quite a bit, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
I'm seeing a 7-1 here in the chat.
7-1.
EK. Interesting. I'll have what you're having.
7-1.
Yeah, let's go. So Ronaldo on the bench, which is probably a potential positive for us, being the kind of guy that always scores against us, always turns up, doesn't he? But sitting on the bench is good for me. It's good enough for me. But yeah, I'm interested to see this United team actually with this whole new spine and mix of midfielders that they're putting into it, and how we react, more importantly, because this is going to be a really interesting midfield battle, as Danny said earlier. Danny's just fixing the table. For some reason, I've already broken it by the looks of it. I've only been in a few minutes, and the whole entire plank of wood's come off it. Who knows how that's happened? But here we go. So yeah, just probably if you're watching on TV as well, you're seeing the team sheet coming up as well. But just to reiterate, guys, Hugo Lloris, Romero, Dyer, Davies at the back, very strong. Matt Doherty, Bentancur, Bissouma, Højbjerg and Perisic in midfield. And that is topped by the famous Son and Kane up front as well. This is why I'm confident that I think they're going to be up for this one, Danny.
I hope so. I'm really looking forward to seeing how they play, because we know that when they play this kind of formation, they like to play in behind with obviously Son, Harry Kane being that kind of midfield kind of number 10 as he has been for us, and Son running in behind. So it depends on how high Man United play up the pitch. It depends if they sit back. I mean, Ten Hag's trying to play possession-based football, so it could be good for us. We never know. We have to wait and see.
I think it's a good time to play them. They're still
I think
discovering.
So. Yeah, I think so too.
And they're still on and off. So I'm seeing a 9-2. A 9-2.
9-2.
Goodness me. That would be something for sure. Well, we've done 6-1 before, so who knows? Actually, it's not that far.
Could you imagine a repeat of 6-1?
Exactly.
Tonight.
Super chat here from Powder TCG. Big up, mates. Let's have a good game. Come on, you Spurs. Absolutely, my friend.
One quick thing,
Looking forward to that.
Have you ever seen Tottenham wear an away kit against United?
No, I haven't actually.
That is a bit weird, isn't it?
I have not.
I've never seen that.
And it's a very glaring kit, isn't it?
Normally, like the white and is what we always play against them, isn't it?
I think it's just a really expensive training kit, in my opinion.
Yeah,
but it does look
looks
smart.
like that. Yeah, it does.
Sometimes you look at it and you're like, oh, I like it. And then sometimes you're like, actually, I don't like it.
Yeah.
Here we go. Let's see if that yellow of our socks are threatening enough for United. Harry, I'm not going to read that scoreline out. That's just silly. But yeah, guys, for those that don't know, the game is on Amazon Prime. So if you have a Prime subscription, you can for sure watch that as part of your package, unlike Sky, who charge extortionate amounts of money. But that's hopefully a good positive. And I think someone's saying here, if you're outside of the UK or have a VPN or something, Peacock is showing it as well. So by all means, obviously watch us more importantly. But if you do want to watch the game in the corner of your eye, which is secondary to this channel, you can do so on one of those as well. So guys, we've kicked off. United Spurs. Come on, Tottenham. Ben and Sim are at the game. Nicholas is also at the game. Happy birthday, my friend.
Yeah, happy birthday, Nick.
You can't hear me. You're probably, hopefully, enjoying. Yeah, absolutely. On the Malibus or cocktails or whatever he's got these days.
Everything, mate. Everything exactly. For him.
So yeah, we are on a minute here. So usually with the streams, because of YouTube, can sometimes be a bit behind, maybe by like a few seconds or 20 seconds. So do bear that in mind. Some people like myself tend to rewind slightly or fast forward slightly the TV, so it matches them up. But there we go. Yeah, I think there's a good maybe a 30-second to minute delay. So apologies for that, guys. But that is unfortunately the YouTube way sometimes. So here we go. Good, positive, bright start from Spurs here. Flicking in and out. There we go. I think we're back. We're all good. 69. Honestly, what's going on here? The numbers keep going up. How do you expect a game to have 70 goals in it? Goodness me. Right, here we go. Controlling so far.
Harry Kane on the ball.
Yeah.
He switched it to the right-hand side.
Harry Kane playing a bit deep already, Danny. Interesting.
He is. Oh, that's a nice little ball.
But he's
from
now
Doherty.
in the box as well.
Bentancur, a good ball into the box. Oh, he's giving it away. He's on the edge of the box. Oh, he's just tried to control it and miscontrolled it, unfortunately. It's surrounded by too many Man United
Good win back
players.
from Doherty. I'm loving the like compactness of Spurs in the
it
midfield
looks
already.
good. It looks good so far.
And they're already switching positions. Look at Højbjerg and Bissouma now playing in that defensive role. Bentancur's moved up a bit more.
I like it.
Davis.
Oh, nice little ball back to Perisic. That was Højbjerg.
Not foul. Interesting.
Perisic back to Lloris.
Gwen and Life, you unfortunately can't see the game because I think the channel will probably get done for
Copyright,
and licenses and stuff. So we're going to do the best we can, obviously, to describe it to you if you're not watching. But as I said, if you have Prime or Peacock, I think you can watch it on either of those as well. So here we go. United now pushing forward. They've got a bit
Shaw's
of
on the
possession.
ball. He's giving it away, and oh no, Eric Dyer's miskicked it. He's passed it to Anthony on the right edge of the box on the left-hand side. He's tried to curl it, and he's just hit it, and Perisic has blocked the shot.
Yeah, it's not.
But it's Bruno Fernandes now, about 30 yards out. Oh, and he's tried to cross it into the box. Davis has headed out. It's now Dallow's in the box. He's trying to take on Højbjerg. Oh, and he's completely mishit it. Brilliant from Dallow. Absolutely lovely.
That's in Rose Ed.
Yeah.
I'm sure Ben and Sim picked that ball up.
Yep, they're not giving that back.
Interesting. So yeah, it's been a bit of a flashy start from both sides actually. Nothing on target or anything like that yet, but good control. Oh god.
Oh, it was a bad misplaced
I was about to
pass
say good possession, but then Spurs keep
from Romero, wasn't it?
Messing up with.
Oh,
terrible
Højbjerg,
passes.
lovely. Just done who was that he just did? Bruno Fernandes.
Yeah, Kree's actually making a good point that they're actually targeting Perisic already, which is
Yeah.
clearly showing that he's a threat down that left-hand side and doing their best to cover so far.
Oh, lovely little switch back to Bentancur. He's passed it to Son. And Son is just, yeah. Oh, it's a
lovely.
great ball. Bentancur's in the box. He's gone for goal. Oh, he's just gone wide of the post. That was close. I wasn't expecting him to go for a goal there.
I tell you what, though, Perisic wasn't too happy with that, and I don't know if anyone can see in the corner, but he actually indicates to Bentancur to curve it around a bit more.
Yeah.
Which is a bit of a shame he didn't see him there because he was unmarked.
He was. That would have been the better option. But that was close. It was close. At least he's having a go. It's nice to see him having a shot.
Okay, I think we've now narrowed it down to about 13 seconds behind. I'm not sure if that's true or not, but...
Yeah,
oh,
it's
no.
about Who is that?
Oh, he's offside.
Thank God for that.
I'll tell you what, that would have been a yellow, if
Yeah,
not.
that would have been.
Jeez. BBC highlights 10:40. Yeah, do you know what? I haven't watched TV or BBC for about a decade, so I didn't know Match of the Day was still going.
Was that Romero?
Yeah, Romero. Fortunately, it was offside, guys. But yeah, Romero's half brought Fernandes down. I think he's milking that a bit.
Yeah, he was definitely milking it.
Fernandes loves doing that, though.
But they are. If you look at United right now, they're pressing really high up
They
the
are.
pitch.
Yeah, and I think they have to. They know the threat from Tottenham.
Yeah,
today.
I think so. But if you look at us now, we've got 10 men behind the ball nearly. Just Harry Kane in the opposition half.
Blue Stripe absolutely spot on there. Bruno will be on his arse all day. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
Definitely.
Of course, always loves to do that.
Gus it, son. Go on, Gus it. Close them down. That's it. Want to press them more.
Yeah, Basuma doing some good closing there, putting a bit of pressure
nice
on.
little dummy there from Fred. Passed it to.
Well done.
Great tackle, Romero. And it's back to Bruno Fernandes. He's tried to chip. And Lloris, what is he doing?
I think that was a dodgy bounce.
That was a dodgy. Yeah, but look, I mean, so Varane played it to Bruno Fernandes, who dummied it.
Ooh.
Fred put a good ball into, was it Rashford, wasn't it?
Yeah, I thought there was a good challenge from Doherty, actually, from the right-hand side when that ball was played through. Comes back out. Who is that? Fernandes?
Was that Fernandes? Anthony.
Oh,
Anthony.
yeah.
So Anthony, look, Lloris should have saved that, man.
Yeah.
He should have. He completely misjudged the flight of the ball there. Oh, Fred. Oh,
Great
what a
save.
save. That's a great save. Fred just had an absolute, belter. Tried long range shot, 25 yards out.
Yeah, that partial blunder was
going
almost
in?
forgotten there. Great save from Lloris.
It might have hit the bar, maybe.
I think that's a comfortable save for Lloris because
Yeah,
it's straight on, isn't it?
Oh, actually, that might have gone in.
Yeah, I think that was going in. United showing a bit of a threat here. We just need to start controlling this game a bit more again. Don't want to see any discomfort creeping in.
And they've just headed it wide. Casemiro's headed it completely wide from the
Casemiro,
corner.
being one of the smaller players there, managed to get up high.
It's always
Similar-
like the case, though, isn't it, against
Yeah.
Tottenham? It's always the smallest players that
I
get
see
them.
what like Moura's quite good at that.
Yeah.
Ronaldo's fuming still, being on the bench. He's not happy.
He don't look happy, does he?
We got a photo of you at the Everton match. Excellent. Lovely.
Of you?
I don't know. Do you know what? It's really weird, actually. You go to games now and people are like, oh, you're that guy off the channel. I was like, well, I've only been on it a few times. But yeah, I am, actually. Would you like a signature? And then they just walk off. But yeah, Spurs fans being nice and loud over in that corner of Old
Love it.
Trafford right now. Bentancur is such a tidy player.
He
Isn't
is, isn't he? He's
Love his
brilliant.
footwork.
So Dyer's on the ball now. He passed it to Højbjerg in the middle, back to Dyer.
What do you think about Højbjerg, Danny? Because it gets a bit of stick sometimes, but I think he's
been our
such
player of our season,
engine,
I think.
isn't he? Such an engine.
People were discussing it yesterday, right? And he's been our player of our season, but that's maybe because of everyone else hasn't been as good as they normally can be, but he's been our most consistent player.
Agreed. Perisic on the left here.
He's cutting inside. That was a bad cross from Perisic. He tried to cut inside and a low cross, and it went to no one, unfortunately.
Spurs being progressive here. Davis on the left. I love all this switching around.
Yeah, I like it as well.
Like training.
This is what we need.
Yeah.
This is what we want to see from Spurs.
Yeah.
Basuma now in the middle. He's passed it to Bentancur. Bentancur's got the ball, and he's still got it. He's still kept it. And then he's lost the ball, but Davis picked it up, tried to intercept it. It's gone back to United. So it's now Sancho on the ball. He's coming inside. Bruno Fernandes in the middle. He's played it to Dalot on the right-hand side of the pitch.
Yeah, I think we've got... someone's asking where is Coolio. I think he's still injured.
He is still injured, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's one of those where you don't want to rush that one back for sure.
Definitely not. He had a hamstring, didn't he? And then
right, yeah.
he tried to come back too soon, and he got a bit injured again in training, didn't he?
Yeah, that's right. Hamstrings are a very difficult injury to come back from. You need to make sure that you have a lot of recovery. Set the game time right so I can align the game with your commentary. So I think, guys, as I mentioned earlier, what usually happens with YouTube is in cases like swearing or anything like that, they tend to have a bit of a delay. So that's why we're probably slightly out, unfortunately.
What a shot from Anthony.
Is that safe?
Yeah, it was a good save, yeah. Yeah.
Anthony has an incredible left foot, guys. We need to be careful with this. I'm sure they've done their homework.
That was a great shot.
Ooh.
Oh, hits the post.
Yeah, Hugo was gone there.
Yeah. People keep telling me before Anthony was shit, but I've watched Anthony for the last 2 years. Oh, Basuma made a mistake there, and he's lucky there. He's lucky there.
Goodness me. Yeah, I'll tell you, you're absolutely right, mate. And I think Anthony is one of those players where he might go missing for most of the game sometimes, but it's all about that special moment sometimes, you know. Kind of like Ziyech does every now and then against us.
Yeah, definitely.
That's a Spurs throw.
He's a flair player, Anthony. Yeah. Anthony, the issue he had at Ajax. So in his first season when he was Ajax, he was very, very raw. He started more like as a striker, and then he started finding his feet a bit. But his progression in 2 years is just phenomenal. Yeah. Like how he's progressed when he first went to Ajax and then before he left. And he became like the star of the team, and he moved to like the right wing, and he really found his spot there. But it was his inconsistency. So like some games he's like a ghost, and you can't even see him. Other games he was just phenomenal. Yeah. And that's if he can get that more consistent in his game, he'll be a top player.
Yeah, I think we're seeing stints of that in this game for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
He's one that we need to really control in this game.
Basuma's won the ball back. He's passed it back to Lloris.
Yeah, Prime is just behind, I think. Actually.
Yeah.
So we're ahead.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
What? This is switched.
Prime is.
Just for the record, everyone, We Are Tottenham TV is more on time than the big Amazon. So more on time than Prime.
That's actually true. If you look at the time, right, the sync, it's like about 3 or 4 seconds off.
Tottenham playing well around the back here, frustrating the Old Trafford crowd. We've got Harry Kane pinging it back.
Bad mistake. That nearly was a bad mistake there.
Sometimes overconfidence creeps in.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, Doherty. Bentancur. Nice little move there. So Kane's got the ball now. He's got Sonny running with him. He's passed it to Perisic on the left-hand side. He's just got one man in front of him. He's going in. He's going into the box. He's just taking it too much. He's mishit it. He's just lost his footing and completely just messed that one up. I thought he was going to drive. Like, as soon as he got into the box, I thought, there you go, he's got it. And then he just mishit it.
Yeah, I think it was a good run. Maybe a bit of lack of concentration at the end.
Yeah.
Everyone's telling me in the chat now how many seconds they are ahead or behind. So it's a good mix.
That's 1 minute off.
It's a good mix there. some of our prime's disappearing every now and then. So I don't know what it's like for you guys.
Prime is just one. It's terrible.
Some people
to
are
watch.
saying we're behind Prime. Some people are saying we're ahead. Who knows? Who knows?
Sorry, Prime.
It's 2022 and we still have these issues.
These issues, yeah,
Crazy.
it's true.
Someone's on the floor for United here. I can't figure out who it is. Head injury.
Oh, is that Casemiro? Who's that?
So this came from a Doherty cross.
Oh, sure.
Smacked Shaw in the head.
Doherty just smashed him
Yeah.
in the face with the ball. Love it.
One of the things I used to hate when I played football was getting hit in the ear.
Yeah.
Like a weird sting for ages.
Ages, yeah.
And the cold
always.
as well was
Yeah,
always the worst.
always.
When do we think Tottenham will score? Well, at the moment it's quite balanced. I think everyone's testing each other out. Hard to tell who's going to get
I think it's going to be
opening
a
goal here.
1-1 type of game.
You reckon?
Yeah, or unless one team nicks it. I can't say who. But for me, I went for 1-1 when I first said the score predictions.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I think it's good to see Doherty back, actually. 'Cause last season, he was improving so much.
He was.
There's always that argument, can we improve that position still? We're seeing Spence now coming in a bit more as well, which is nice.
And I think Ali Gold was saying the other day about Spence that Conte's working on him behind the scenes tactically and about how his game is, so he can understand the tactics. And I think this World Cup coming up, I think you're going to really see Conte train with him to get him ready for after the World Cup, because he's going to have a whole month to just train
It's
every
like a
day.
pre-season for him, isn't it?
Yeah. And he didn't really get that at Spurs. So it's going to be interesting to see. I think Spence will get his chances after the World Cup. Perisic on the left-hand side. Oh, it's a great ball to Ben Davis. Ben Davis in the box. He's delivered it in. Oh, and that was Bentancur tried to head it, and it just hit.
Asking for a handball there.
Yeah,
as well.
he was, wasn't he? It looked like it hit him in the stomach.
It's
But
too fast for me.
so now Anthony's on the ball, and Perisic is fighting with him.
Yeah, putting United under the cosh a bit here, which is good to see. DA kicking it out long to no one, throw in for Spurs right next to the man himself, Antonio.
Antonio.
Yeah, absolutely. Terence, keep Eriksen, Ronaldo glued to the bench. That's exactly what we want. I think in order for us to do that, we need to start pushing for a goal soon. Actually, to be fair,
Yeah, we
need
do.
to do that, because at some point these guys will come on if they're behind.
We don't want to go. We don't want to go behind against these lot. I know we can always come back into a game, but ideally we don't want to. But it's like Tottenham are trying to feel their way into the game, aren't they? They're trying to not give away too much, not let Man United maybe come onto us a little bit and see what they're about. Like feel the game.
Absolutely. Sebastian's asking if we'll have World Cup streams. I think they will do, my friend.
It's a bad ball from Dallo into
I'll tell you what,
box.
the last streams of European football and everything was absolutely incredible.
Yeah, they were crazy.
I think I'd snapped my ankle again at that point and on crutches, but soaked in beer and all sorts from that on. That was brilliant.
Yeah, it was crazy, those watch-alongs.
I wish Mackay was playing, so it'd be 1-0. Well, I think it may be more than 1-0 if he was playing, to be fair. Here are United again. Fred trying to push through, but Bentancur is covering very well. Again, that point you made, Danny, earlier as well, that I just love the movement of the Tottenham players right now. Switching around, keeping everyone confused in that United team as to who's going where, when.
Brilliant. Like you said, you've seen it now. Bentancur's been getting forward a lot more in this game.
And they're switching it around a lot.
They are.
Because now Bentancur's in the defensive position.
Oh, there's no one on the right-hand side, so Matt Doherty someone needs to go to him. Shaw's on the left, passed it back into the middle. Bruno Fernandes about 30 yards out. It's now Anthony on the left-hand side, just on the outside of the box. He's giving it back to Fred. It's now Dallo on the right-hand side. He's giving it to Fernandes in the middle, back to... It's now Varane. Sancho on the right-hand side. He's up against Doherty. He's gone into the box. He's driven it in and cleared away by Dyer, but not enough. Shaw's whipped it in. And a nice, calm chest to Hugo Lloris from Perisic.
Good job.
I was worried there. I thought he was going to misjudge that. It's going to go in the back of the net.
Everyone's trying to trick us with scores in the live chat. It never works for me, I promise you. You're just wasting your typing time.
So look where they're attacking more. 58% of Man United's attack is coming down the right-hand side. So they'd like to come up against Matt Doherty. Doesn't seem it's been that way, does it?
No, I don't think so.
Unless Amazon Prime have got it wrong again.
Davis now finding Harry's very deep in midfield.
Oh, what a ball. What a ball to Doherty. Doherty driven into the box. He's gone for goal. Oh, and he's just gone wide. He uses left foot. Wow, what a ball from Harry Kane. That was a gorgeous ball from Harry Kane. Perfect. And
Wow.
Doherty beat his man and just tried to bend it into the far back post and just fizzed it across. Oh,
Could he have passed it into the middle there? With two
I
players
think
there?
he should have. I think he should have.
Interesting. United now flowing forwards here. So now I love the Spurs back line, by the way, this season, with the exception of a couple of games. We have been very, very strict
Solid,
with that
yeah.
back line.
It's organised. That's what it is,
Yeah.
isn't it? It's structured.
Yeah, for once.
Oh, it's a great ball. Oh, it's Rashford. Oh,
Well
well
played.
done, Ben Davis, covering his man. He's putting the pressure on him.
Yeah, using his experience there to push Rashford back out.
That was great because that
Edge of the
could have
box.
been a goal there. Great.
Bentancur, again,
Great
closing
block
down.
by Benton.
Højbjerg's flying through here. Couldn't quite get there.
Anthony's been driven backwards. Anthony's now just on the halfway line on the right hand side.
Pushing them all the way back here. It's brilliant to see.
Yeah, exactly. On left hand side, sorry.
Steve Combo saying we're playing a good game without being spectacular. I actually agree with that. I think it's a steady game so far. It's controlled. But yeah, we just need to find a way through and get a goal now. I can't believe
Oh,
he's getting a
that's
foul
not
for
foul.
that.
How is that a foul?
Doxy's not happy either. Confused just as much as I am. Yeah, Blue Strat, I agree, actually. Doherty should have done better with that. I do think he should have squared that with two players in the middle there, unmarked as well.
Anthony on the ball. He's giving to Fred in the middle of the pitch. He's driving into the middle. Oh, it's a great ball to Rashford. And what a save. That was a great ball from Fred. Very, very good ball. Rashford was unmarked, basically. No one was around him. No one was tight to him. Fred just threaded it through like 4 Tottenham players. And it was a bit of a shit shot, if I'm honest.
How's Dyer not picked that up, though, that threat?
Dyer should have
Surely.
picked that up. It
Come
just
on.
completely lost him, didn't it?
Hugo can sometimes have a mistake in him, but 9 times out of 10, it's a phenomenal goalkeeper. One of the best goalkeepers in the world. That's not a foul.
Oh, fuck off. Romero's giving away a free kick. Is it a yellow? They're getting a yellow card for that?
I hope
not.
No. So Romero's gone, I wouldn't say even
Oh,
flying.
that
I think he's just missed it.
He definitely went flying, didn't he?
He's just missed the ball. He's done a Romero.
He's done a Romero.
Yes, Gene, I totally agree. Dyer was very slow there. I can't understand how you cannot react to 2 red
Because he
players
turns
next
like
to
a
you.
fridge, doesn't he?
Isn't it? But like, it's almost like 5 seconds. Oh, he's gone. I should probably do something about it.
It's like he's looking back, thinking, "What's gone on?"
And then points at other people as if it's their fault. Like,
He does
concentrate.
that though. He actually does that.
Yeah. We must concentrate. These players are too quick breaking that offside trap.
It's just dangerous territory for Rashford, Fernandes, even Anthony. You could say, but I don't think Anthony's going to be on the ball. Looks like it's going to be Fernandes or Rashford taking this one.
Yeah, unfortunately,
like this-
guys, we can't show the match.
Yeah.
We'll get sued by Bezos, even though he's not there anymore.
Fernandes is standing over it. It looks like Fernandes is going to take this.
Shaw's got his... No.
Oh, what a save! I had a feeling that was going to be a good free kick. Bruno Fernandes, that was going into the top right-hand corner. Oh, it was in the middle central, but it looked comfortable from that angle, didn't it?
Still a powerful shot.
It was, yeah, it
Awkward.
was.
It had a slight bend to it as well.
It was on target. It was best. We don't even get shots on target when it's
I
from
can't
free
even
kicks.
remember the last proper free kick that we had, to be
No.
honest.
There's actually one of Sun's one recently, which it was a low one, but
Yeah, loads of pressure from United right now.
oh no. Oh, another corner deflection. Rashford went for a shot, deflected, and now it's another corner.
Yeah, we need to start getting this ball back and holding the possession, keep this fan base quiet from Old Trafford, because this is when United build momentum, their fans get behind them, and we start making mistakes. We can't let that creep in.
United have had 5 corners in the first 22 minutes. 23 minutes. We've had none.
Big pressure coming here. Big pressure from
It's a
United.
good corner in. Oh, nice header out by
Big
Dyer.
head. Big head.
Shaw's now passed it back to... Oh, so whipped it in by Fernandez.
Okay. So United start again, all the way up to De Gea at the back here. He's going to pump it forwards. Spurs need to concentrate here. Who's that?
I didn't see who
Someone
that
just
was.
headed it out to Sancho.
Oh, no, it's... Anthony's on the ball just out in the middle of the pitch, 25 yards out. Dallow's driving into the box. He's got past Perisic. He's crossed it in. Luke Shaw. Oh, what? He's volleyed it. And Hugo again has saved us again. United are all over us at the minute, guys. All over us. He beat Perisic like he wasn't even there. So
Hugo is doing a masterclass of goalkeeping.
He is, yeah, he is.
Wow.
Let's hope he doesn't make a mistake, because we need him tonight, the way it's going. Fernandez whips in the corner. He does like a little chip on the outside of the box. Fred volleying it from outside the box. Please have a laugh.
What are we doing here? Can't get hold of this ball at all.
We really can't. Dallo on the box. He just whipped it in. Oh, and Anthony's just hit it off the pitch.
Hugo using the experience now to tell everyone to calm down. I don't think we're doing anything erratic. It's just that United are just getting that ball possession and piling it in, aren't they?
Yeah.
I don't know what much more we can do other than he's got a big red mark on his face. Sure.
Yeah.
Oh,
that was a great volley, though. That was going in.
Hugo's absolutely brilliant. This is phenomenal goalkeeping from Hugo here. I think even the United fans are sitting there going, how on earth have we not scored yet?
Yeah.
It's that type of game right now for us. We're struggling.
So, Si, first 25 minutes, who's been the best player for Spurs?
It's well, that just says a lot, really, doesn't it, about the last sort of 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah. We can't seem to get a hold of this ball, can we?
And we can't. United playing around really well over the last sort of 10 minutes or so. We need to get this ball back and just start passing it around like they are. It's not happening right now.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Shaw is on the left-hand side of the pitch. He's driving with the ball casually.
I think someone's mentioned about Perisic being destroyed on the left side here.
Yeah.
It's actually quite interesting because someone earlier in the comments of the live chat said that they were really controlling him defensively. So
Fernandez always gone for goal and it's very wide. But you're right about Perisic. The thing is with Perisic, I don't think he's a good defender. He's not a good defender. He's very good in attacking positions, but I say very good, but he hasn't really shown
not yet
real quality for us yet. He's had some good crosses, don't get me wrong. And he's got quite a few assists in all competitions for us, but he hasn't shown what we know that he's capable of, I think. Whether that's because of the team is adapting still, or whether that's the Premier League intensity. And
yeah, I agree. I think I'm surprised really in the last 10 minutes because of our packed midfield that they're getting through so easy.
Yeah, they are. 91% possession in the last 5 minutes from United.
That's a heavy statistic. One that hopefully we can balance a bit more in the remaining minutes of this second half. First half, sorry. 26 minutes in. This is now the time for us to be able to calm it down a bit.
Thing is, I don't want them to give it away like they do. They tend to. So Davis on the ball now. He's Højbjerg to Sonny. Sonny on the left-hand side of the pitch.
Go on, Sonny.
Kane is just heavy touch from Kane again. Not great from Kane there. And Bruno Fernandes won the ball back. It's now Luke Shaw. Fernandes back to Sancho. Back to Fernandes.
Yeah, some people are saying we're getting torn apart here. This last minute or so has actually been a bit more controlled, but again, now United coming through.
Come on, Dyer. That's it.
Good calm composure there from Dyer and Romero.
Nice little ball from Romero. That's Dyer wow.
It's just clumsy.
Yep.
So clumsy and amateur. Dear, oh dear.
Oh, and Amazon's freezing.
Got blurry screens coming in. We miss Kulu so badly.
Yeah, we do.
Jam says, yeah, I think this is the perfect game it would have been for him, wouldn't
Yep,
it?
I agree. Oh! It just refreshed Casemiro, and then he just had a long-range effort.
Unbelievable.
Wide of the post. But they are all over us at the moment. I mean, they're playing it around.
They're trying.
Look how close
so
that
many
was.
Casemiro, why are we allowing this kind of shot to occur
what's
in the
Dyer
first
doing?
place?
Dyer looked like he's trying to move out the way.
You know,
Put your leg out.
It's all very well compact in the midfield, but the midfield and that defensive line have to work better.
Oh, definitely.
They have to be more awake than this. You can't allow these long-term long-range shots coming in all the time.
It's like, at the moment, it's like we have every man behind the ball, but yet we still can't get the ball. And then when we do, we just waste a possession every time we have it.
Yeah, it's just really disappointing, actually, because we've got that formation set up for a reason, and now they're not doing their defensive responsibilities at all.
No.
Which defeats the object of having those kind of free players protecting that back line. We'll have to see if we wake up from this. It's not been too many times we've played this formation. Can't expect it to click immediately.
No.
But I'd expect better from these professionals.
Even if they were playing the 3-4-3, I'd still expect
Yeah.
more. They need to be giving more.
Yeah.
It's like when we have the ball, we don't look energetic. Like we don't look like we want to really go for them.
We've been like that all season.
Yeah,
really,
we have.
haven't
We have.
Yeah. Here's Harry on the right-hand side.
Back to Doherty. Pass it to Bentancur on the right hand side. No. Basuma in the middle of the pitch. He's gone backwards.
If we can hold on, we'll come out strong in the second half. Yeah, that is our half, guys. Forget the first half.
Son, he's taken a good little touch. Oh, and he's lost the ball again.
Well done.
Højbjerg, well won
Beautiful.
back. Perisic on the left-hand side. He's coming in slowly. He's giving it to Ben Davies. Bit too much. Davis is giving it away again.
See what he's trying to do there.
Too light from Davis, and now Man United on the break.
Well done.
Well in Bentancur. Oh, that was Son, actually. Basuma now on the ball. He's giving it back to Perisic. We just can't seem to play the right pass at the moment.
No. So there's too many in midfield.
Yeah,
they don't know what to do.
Look how many players we've got forward now. 2, 3,
This is good, though. We're getting some of that
8
percentage
players forward.
of possession back now. Nothing drastic happening other than just passing it around now in this midfield. Scooped ball ahead of to Harry.
It's like we've stopped moving around like we
Yeah.
were doing when we first started this game.
Yeah, we do this. We have like a very nice 2 minutes, then we
Yeah.
disappear for the rest of the half, and
Yeah.
then in the second half, something is said, and then we come out in a completely different team ethos. It's crazy. We'll never win anything with Dyer and Davies in our team.
I agree with that, to be honest. I've been saying that for a long time. We need better quality. I mean, if we're realistic, those two players were on the bench in the prime Poch years. They were our bench players. Now they're our first team because
no one else.
Yeah, because we've got no one else, and we've lacked in the right investment into this team, or the right quality, should we say?
Yeah, Wolf Morlow is saying keep passing from middle to the wings when we have 3 players in the box. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I agree.
Bastoni and Skriniar in. We've been saying that
nice
for a couple
interception
of
from
seasons.
Perisic. Let's see what he can do with this. Perisic on the ball.
There's no one to pass to, is
no
there?
one to pass to. No one moving forward with him, and he's just gone backwards. And then it's allowed Man United to get back into shape.
Yeah, I think we just need to wait for that click to happen. As I said a minute ago, it's not a new formation for us. We have tried it a few times this season, but we need to have a good run. We need to get used to it, and so far not happening just yet.
No.
Harry, beautiful.
Little nutmeg from Harry Kane there. Brilliant. Perisic now. He's on the left-hand side. He's going to cut inside, and he's passed it to Højbjerg.
Just hit it. Do something.
Bentancur on the ball. Lovely ball to Son. Son's done nice little shift. He's gone for goal, and it's way over.
I don't think he had much choice with that, to be honest. I think we did need to get a shot off, even though it was not on target.
No. It's like Shearer just said. He didn't really have control of that.
just a bit more of an intent coming from Tottenham now in the last 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Nothing special, but we're still going on towards 32, 33 minutes now on our screen. Again, apologies if we're behind or ahead. YouTube is a bit delayed slightly, I think. So we are so average. Yes, absolutely.
I mean, yeah, we definitely look average, but I mean, do we expect? We can expect better for sure, but these players are limited in a lot of ways. Some of them are, anyway.
I think this is kind of. Oh, God.
That is. Oh God.
No, that's not a foul. Get up.
Yeah, that is not a foul.
I think Fernandes realised for once that he's not going to get that one.
Little rat.
Perisic is too bad with Son. What do you think of that?
What was it? Perisic is too bad with Son.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people have said Perisic and Son don't really...
They've said that for most of the season, really, isn't it?
But then again, it's because what happens is it drifts Son inside. But in a 2, it is slightly different because Son is more like a striker. But when he is playing in that 3-4-3 system, Son kind of drifts in naturally to allow Perisic to kind of overlap him. But then it overloads the midfield, and then we lose that what Son brings us from the wing. So maybe, yeah.
Yeah, I'm interested to see Son.
Other people have said that, I think.
Yeah, I'd like to see Son a bit more central quite a bit of the time, but I know why he cuts in a lot because of that incredible foot that he has. There's someone actually mentioned about him not playing well with Reguilon either.
Yeah.
So it's interesting if that develops over the season. Still early. We'll just have to see. But Spurs now putting the pressure on United with De Gea at the back.
Someone just messaged saying hit and hope Spurs.
Yeah, he's like that sometimes. Perisic trying to get the ball back and wins a throw-in.
Tottenham ball. Yeah, it has been very hit and hope. Like we're just hitting the ball, hoping it gets to someone, just trying to clear it, and we don't have any real confidence or control in our football.
Yeah. I feel like it's all season. Like I always said to my dad when we're on our way to Spurs, it's like maybe we should just turn up for the second half, and not worry about getting there on time. Because the first half hardly anything happens, or we do this kind of thing. And I don't understand. and why should it have to take a conversation at half time to change?
Yeah, it's true.
Here's Rashford.
Oh no! Don't do that in the box.
That's a 50-50 there. I'm afraid. There's no way that's a penalty.
Yeah, it was definitely more tumble.
Rashford's complaining, thinking he should have a penalty. We're just going to watch that one again. Højbjerg's half...
Oh, no, that's not a foul. He's tumbled onto him.
It's not enough.
Yeah, not enough penalty.
But again, United come back because we can't get it out of our own half.
Oh, and then Bentancur tries to win the ball back. It fortunately lands back to Fred. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. It's Rashford on the ball. Passed it to Sancho. He passed it to Bruno Fernandes. Oh, and Fred goes for goal.
And it's Doherty, was it?
I can't remember who it was.
Are we going to get a foul? No,
no
we're not
foul.
getting a foul. United flying through here.
Oh,
one of you!
Get the ball! Jesus Christ, man. Why is the communication so fucking shit? Jesus. Right, get it out. Control it, man. Control it. That's it, Bentancur. Oh, he's lost it. And Son's... Oh. Come on, Tottenham look asleep. The Man United fans are screaming at the moment. Oh, Anthony, you absolutely did Perisic there. He's gone again. Oh, and Perisic it's just so clumsy, isn't it? It's like you can't even commentate on it. It's just all over the place.
It's a bunch of clowns playing right now.
Yeah, literally. Oh, Fred! Oh my God. If he was actually a good finisher, I'd have been worried there. Anthony just put Perisic to the floor. Wow. And then Fred, he had all the space. Look at this. Could you imagine if that was Ronaldo in that position right there? That's going in the net.
We're giving so many opportunities for all these long shots. Like, exactly as you said.
Yep.
One of these will go flying in a minute.
Yeah. But look, we've lost the ball again. Højbjerg's lost the ball again. Everyone keeps losing the ball. Casemiro. Oh, Man United look hungry for this.
It's going to be another long shot.
Long shot. Oh, he's just knocked out. Who's it knocked out? Dyer.
I think I think he's playing that one a bit.
Yeah, of course
And
he
that's
is.
exactly what we need now. We need someone to just stay on the floor for 5-10 minutes.
Yeah.
And calm this game down.
Yeah, we can't. But what my problem? Oh. Straight a face plant into Dyer's face. Oh, it's funny.
Yeah, I don't know whether that's going to hurt the nose, the mouth, all of it probably. He's going to have a bit of a headache in the morning, I think, with that one. Yeah, absolutely crazy.
Definitely Dyer is playing this 100%.
A lot of people are saying, like, why isn't Longley playing? It's a good point. We can't ever seem to get this system at the back proper, can we? Like, the decision of who should actually be playing here. It's always a bit of a mix and match. I just generally think our back three are too amateur at times.
Yeah.
Romero is a very strong character, but I feel like he's being dragged in a bit recently with all these amateur performances around him. But
Yeah.
we have to be sharper than this. Like, they're just coming after us, like, over and over again.
They look hungry. They look really hungry, and we look like we're falling asleep, and we're just giving. And this reminds me of last season when the difference with last season is when we conceded the goals to Ronaldo. Oh, look, Ronaldo's starting to warm up with Eriksen. Looks like he might be coming on in the second half. But the thing is, what I was saying was, we're giving them too much space. You put the right player in that space, they're going to damage us. They're going to hurt us. And if Ronaldo comes on, I guarantee you he's going to be one of those guys who's going to score.
He'll put those goals
in the back of the net. Of course, and then he'll make him look like he's like the best player in the world again.
Yeah. Yeah, there has to be a retaliation to this. Like, I can't accept, like, the way that we're just, like, not concentrating at all. We just lapse judgment of everything at the back right now. The passes are terrible. There's no consistency to the passing. It's all just like, I hope for the best.
Yep, that's all it is, hitting hope, isn't it?
Not thinking enough. And when you don't think, you give the ball away, and then they keep coming, attacking, long shots. They're going to try everything. We need to sort this out. It's 5 minutes, guys, till the half time. I'm sure we'll get a couple minutes added on for some head injuries from balls hitting faces.
Someone just messaged me saying, amazingly, Dye didn't turn his back this time.
Yeah, he does that a lot, actually, isn't he?
He does.
At least he's improved on that side of things.
I'd rather him.
He probably won't do it again.
Yeah, definitely not again. He'll go back to being old Dyer. But Man United once again on the ball.
Yeah, what are the wing backs offering? Absolutely. This formation is built for wing back mentality, and we're just not. We haven't even got the possession to be able to even try any of it. It's really confusing to an extent, because when we saw these team lineups at the beginning, we were so confident because of everyone's been calling for it. We've now got it, and they're not doing anything with it. Doesn't make any sense.
But the thing is, I have always said as well that United are a difficult team to play against at home.
Of course.
They beat Liverpool and Arsenal this season.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, it's a great ball in. Oh, and Perisic. He likes doing that, Perisic. A little chest down. He's good at that. Keeps it calm and composed.
Hugo now with his hands on the ball, telling everyone to calm down. He's gone for the long range, finally. And it's going up towards Harry. Can he get a knock on to Son? He does, but goes the wrong way.
Yeah, goes the wrong way.
But that's good, though. That's good to see a bit of differentiation with what we're doing.
Dallo, nice ball, switched it inside the pitch. What a great ball from Dallo. Rashford on the ball. We're standing off the players. They're just giving Man United too much space. Anthony on the ball on the left hand side, right hand side.
We have three central midfielders here, and they've gone straight through them every time.
Single time. Yeah. Look at the space they've got.
There is no leadership
so
in this
much
team
space.
at all.
Oh my God, man, this is ridiculous.
No leadership.
The worst thing is that they're giving them so much time on the ball.
Yeah.
We've got so many men behind the ball, and we're just standing off them. Yeah. No one's pressing them. If you get in their faces, we're going to get punished like this because we're not good enough. They're not technically good enough.
We need more on to run with the ball. Well, yeah, I mean, it could be an argument there for that. But first of all, we need the possession.
Basuma, there we go. Bentancur, come on, Bentancur. Matt Doherty on the right-hand side.
United have now pulled themselves back, and now we're just stuck with our passes again.
Our usual passing across the pitch, going back. Nearly losing the ball. United are pressing us really high as well. No one wants to take a risk in this Tottenham team. We just keep giving the ball away.
Really poor. And this is how mistakes kick in, whether it be fouls or general mistakes. It's not good enough.
No, and we've got no confidence in any of our game.
I think Mood has asked where Richarlison is. Well, he's injured as well, unfortunately.
He is,
I don't think there's a time scale on him yet either.
No.
So I would expect him to be out for a fair few weeks, I think, particularly for a calf muscle injury like that.
Yeah. Is it a calf muscle he's damaged?
I believe so. From what I read or heard, was a burst calf, which he's had. I think he's had it before.
If it is, that'll keep him at the World Cup.
Any form of rupture is not good, is it?
No, it's not, because he was out for 2 months.
Yeah, if you have a strain, it can be,
it might be a strain, because he put on Instagram not the other day or a few days ago after the game that everything's going to be all right or everything's all right.
Oh, hopefully.
Insinuating that it's not as bad as first thought.
Well, that's all right then, yeah.
Hopefully it's not long.
Burst muscles are not a 2-3 week thing.
No, that's like a 6 to 8, maybe longer.
Some people are saying 2 weeks, so yeah, that's good to hear.
Nice interception by Son there. That's it. Now move the ball. That's it.
Go Tottenham.
Come on
Counter.
now. Come on, Bentancur. Driving through the middle.
It's 4v4 here.
Come on. It's Matt Doherty. He's driving on the right side. He's giving it to Kane in the box. Kane's got the goal.
Harry.
Oh, handball.
Harry, Doherty was there in the middle. What are you doing?
Got it back. Oh, and they've given it back. What's going on here?
Why? A head injury. Why did... Oh, Harry could have pulled that back to Doherty, who was in a flowing movement in the box there.
It's Harry Kane's selfishness again, isn't it?
Unbelievable. This 1-2 was perfect for that. This is what Doherty's there for. He could have flicked that back and Doherty would 100% been on goal there. That's a real big shame.
Yeah, it is. It looks like this will probably be the end of the half.
Doherty, I don't know whether he wasn't screaming at Kane to say, like, pass it back. But that's really disappointing from Harry there, because I think we could have been one up there.
Yeah. Harry Kane, like, he does that sometimes. I know he's not a selfish player, but in those positions at times, he can be a selfish player, and he doesn't look around him. He just goes for goal.
Wolf Moore is making a good point here. I made this point many times, Wolf, as well. We have this aspect of going forwards, then stopping, playing sideways, or moving it backwards again.
Yeah.
And there's no progressiveness. And I think that's where we miss the playmaker.
Yeah.
This is where the person that can unlock everything.
I think even the wing backs, because the wing backs, like Perisic, has had more of the ball on the left hand side as the one getting forward, but he hasn't done much of it. And every single time, what's been annoying in this game is that Perisic has tried to cut inside every time. And usually he goes down the outside and tries to cross it because he can cross it on his left. And I want to see more of that from him, not try cut inside, because he just gets overloaded by the Man United defence.
Yeah. I think that's really frustrating. Like, Harry could have cut that through, and Doherty was straight through on there. Whether he scored or not is another question, but in that position, you would put anyone's house on it. It was ridiculous. And the positivity about that is that that's the first link-up play I've seen where we have a bit of wing-back coming in there.
Yeah.
Oh, so annoying.
Oh, who is that to, Højbjerg? Come on, man. See, this is the thing that I said about how Højbjerg and Bentancur sometimes against these type of teams, they don't turn up. Yeah. Last season, Bentancur had his worst game in a Tottenham shirt against United. He was terrible. But saying that, today, Bentancur's actually looked one of the more brighter players.
So far.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Højbjerg's looked the one that's not been that great today.
Yeah. I think that, I guess, is a dimension of the kind of players that he's playing against as well. Because outside maybe United, there's obviously like City, obviously, but there's not too much competition in other teams that he has to potentially worry about. But in this kind of team, Fernandes is such a tricky player, isn't he?
He is.
And now they've got Anthony and Casemiro as well. This is what makes the players, you know. We have a super chat here from Brandon Troiler, 352 looking staller than Levy's taint. Okay.
Nice one, Brandon.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I mean, guys, like the amount of formation numbers and combinations I've seen over the last few weeks from everyone, including myself. I don't think it really matters what formation we play because we can't seem to pass the ball around.
No,
it doesn't matter what formation you play. If you can't pass, there's no point in any of them anyway.
I agree.
we need to get that sorted first before we figure out what formation we're playing.
Would you say that's the lack of quality, or would you say
I don't know. I don't know. I think it's because we have too many average players still.
I agree.
That don't understand the philosophy of what is required for this kind of outlay.
Yeah, I agree. Bentancur's looked pretty decent today. He looked all right. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, it's 0-0. At least we didn't concede.
Half time, everyone. In the live chat, I want to see everyone's comments and thoughts about that first half. What did you like and didn't like? I'll call out a few of the good ones here, but I'm really disappointed with that last bit with Kane at the end there, because I appreciate he's a striker and he always wants to try and score, but with that position, that 1-2 opportunity, that could have been... This is the kind of game that we have very limited choices right now, or chances, and that could have been one of them that we took that. But there we go.
Yeah, I agree. It's been one of these this type of half. It's like the only thing I can take that's positive from it is the fact that we haven't conceded, because they've had the best chances. They've played better than us, and yeah, I mean they deserve to be in front. To be honest with you, we haven't really done anything. So I'm kind of glad that we haven't conceded, because it could be 2-3 goals down.
Yeah.
I think Hugo's been our saviour in this half. I think he's been our best player. Not that they've been extremely threatening, but he's done his job when he's needed to. So yeah, it is what it is. Let's see how the second half goes, because we do tend to play better normally in the second half. But it goes back to what I said earlier, Si. We haven't got much on the bench to bring on.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. I think that's the story for Tottenham for some time now, isn't it? And
many years.
We have, in to an extent, improved some of the players from a bench perspective, but we always play this, or try to play the same first 11, don't we? And then it's like, in moments like this, who can you bring on to bring a bit more stability and change of the flow?
Yeah.
Well, in the last game and games before, we've changed formation to this, and it has worked. It's almost like a trigger effect, because the other team doesn't know what to do with it. But in this instance, it feels like Ten Hag's kind of probably thought yesterday, yeah, Conte's having mind games for me. I know exactly what they're going to do, and they're playing straight through us every single time.
Yep.
But you know, it's just one of those things right now. Is what do we do? What do we do? How can we switch this up a gear? Because it's not even a formation situation right now. It's about, well, how are we going to pass this better? How can we actually keep possession?
Yeah.
And if you can't do that, I can't understand why these players aren't doing that.
Do you think Conte's looking at this now and thinking, do I go to a 3-4-3?
This is the thing. Like we trying to get this opportunity to change this. But then there's an argument to say, well, we played this other formation for so long now. We need to test this out more and more.
Yeah.
Everyone's been calling for it.
Yeah.
Now we can't just be all like fickle and go, oh, actually, yeah, change it back to the other one because this isn't working either.
Yeah.
So like you can't win. Like everyone's got different formations in their head, and we're totally understandable. But yeah, it's not good. This isn't good. Like United are at home. We knew we were going to be under the cosh, but these three midfielders there, the defensive line, it's just not good enough.
No.
They're just getting through so easy.
And do you know what it is? What I've seen, why I think they're doing that is because when you were saying that when we first started the game, there was a lot of interchanging movements. They were moving a lot. Yeah. And then after like 5 minutes or so, they just stopped.
Yeah, it disappeared.
And now what happens is they're just staying in their static positions, right? And they're not moving around. And when we've got the ball, they're not trying to call for it. They're not trying to move, pass and move. They're just standing still. Yeah. And then the players who are on the ball are passing it back because there's no one in front they can pass to because there's no movement. Yeah. And that's where we keep going backwards because we've got no options because there's no movement. And I think that's what's happening.
It's mental right now. Just seeing the statistics on here at the moment. 19 shots from Manchester United in that half, 5 from us. Shots on target from them 5, which shows that they're just pretty much launching it from out of the box and hoping. And only the one from us.
Weird though, because it only said, was it Man United 53 and Spurs 47?
We pulled it back. Like that. I think we pulled it back in the last 10 minutes or so, but it's still not good enough.
No, it's
and
not.
as I said, with that, the reason I'm so annoyed about that Kane Doherty situation is because this is the type of game that you have to take really critical chances and opportunities.
Yeah.
Because this could be a game that we get absolutely onslaughted with, but it could be one of those games where on paper it looks like this team should have won, but actually we're the ones that got the actual critical goals.
Yeah.
But Michael's put a super chat in here. Thank you. Appreciate
Big
that,
up,
my
Michael.
friend. He's put, how the hell are we considered title contenders by anyone? This is nowhere near title contender football. I'm not talking about winning the title either. I'm just talking about contending nowhere near. I think that's a valid point.
Yeah.
I would argue as well that a lot of other teams aren't up to par yet. I don't think we have been up par at all this season. Is that something to do with the World Cup? Are these players holding back for a World Cup? What do you think, Danny?
Maybe. I don't know. Like, I think it's kind of just been us all season, like you were saying earlier. I think what we've noticed is that, well, we can see it. There's no urgency in a lot of the games that we've played this season, and I don't know if it's the World Cup. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. Who knows? Maybe they're trying to not get injured. Maybe
just hold themselves back a bit.
But then again, if they don't play well, then they're not going to be in the World Cup. So it's like you've got to kind of do your bread and butter first before you can think about getting into your national team. Because if these players don't perform, especially the English ones who are out on show tonight, they ain't getting in the World Cup squad.
I honestly, hand on heart, Danny, think we have not come out of second gear this season.
No, we haven't. I don't think so.
Not any game.
I don't think so either. There's been what I've seen
Stints.
as well. Stints.
Yeah.
Like in the game, you've seen us like produce some really good football, like in moments, in patches, but not consistently over
Totally
one
agree.
game or over a course of many games.
Totally agree.
And I think that's where the biggest problem is. And again, we lack our depth. It's evident how bad it is right now, and we need to really try and get another winger or attacking kind of outlet in the January window if it's possible.
With this kind of like playing flow right now, I even with Kulu on the pitch, I can't really see too much of a change that may have occurred because of the way that we are playing as a team.
Yeah.
For that kind of movement and those kind of opportunities for us have to be enticed by working from the back and forwards, and it's just not happening.
No. Do you know what's interesting as well? Like, if you look at Man United, the most of their shots have come from outside the box. Yeah. It's because we've got so many men behind the ball that either they're waiting for that one opportunity which Rashford had, where they passed it through the whole team, pretty much, and have a chance for that, or they're trying to go for long range because they know that one of them could come off. And if Ronaldo comes on, you know he's going to be doing the same thing. Yeah. And that's my biggest worry because he can put them in the net.
And is Hugo going to flap at one, and then that's when they get the old bounce.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And it's just at the moment we're trying to we're looking for scraps.
Yeah.
It's like we're trying any little thing to try and hold off. But look, I did say at the end of the game, if it's a draw, I'd take a draw. Yeah. Because we don't do well, United.
If we're playing like this, I'll take a draw, right?
Yeah, fucking 100%.
Exactly.
100% take a draw.
Brandon's picked out here, bring on Gil.
I don't know about Gil. I think this type of match, I think maybe it's too physical for him. I think I don't know about Gil because Gil, when he came on for that cameo in the Champions League, he looked alright, but he kind of, I don't know, he still looks too lightweight. He still looks way too lightweight. He gets barged off the ball too easily. He's out-muscled. He's got a lot of energy, which is nice to see. Maybe he might bring him on, but if he does that, he's going to have to change the formation. He's not going to put Gil up front with one of the two of Harry Kane or Son, is he? So that I can't see Gil coming on unless the formations change. And at the moment, I don't think the formation is going to change. Yeah. I just don't see it.
Do you think any players could come on? I know we are limited in the bench today. Is there a player that could come on because you've picked someone out that perhaps isn't performing well over the others, or perhaps something to change this up? I do think this is like a good game for Cesc to be honest.
Maybe.
Because I think he's learning every game, and I'm really pleased with his progress this season. Perisic is doing the best he can, but I think that he's lacking maybe potentially a bit of pace or something. Yeah. This is something Cesc can bring in there and actually add a dimension to pull maybe one or two United players out of the equation as a distraction potentially, so we can do what we need to do. But I'm maybe clutching at straws here.
Conte's going mad.
I'm just thinking that's one of the only options I can think of right now is our wing back situation, with the exception of the last few minutes. has been weak, and I know the whole team has been, but we need these wing backs to come in to fruition right now.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I mean, with Cess this season, again, he's still showing the signs of that he's not confident in some of the games. He's definitely performing a bit better, especially defensively. I think he's better defensively than Perisic is. But I think, again, in attacking sense, he does like to cut back. And the difference with Perisic is he's a forward-thinking player. So when he is in those forward positions, he's more forward-thinking. And Sessegnon doesn't like to take his man on. And he's still showing those signs of uncertainty. And it's a bit frustrating. It's kind of and Doherty, he's done all right. I think he's done better than what Emerson would have done in the attacking positions today. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting second half. I don't know where he can change it up, to be honest with you. Yeah. Because we haven't got another attacking midfielder who can come on and give us a bit more control. Yeah. The only other player he's got is Skip on the bench.
That's it, mate. I think Ten Hag's going to be absolutely thrilled with that half.
Yeah, of course.
With the exception of not scoring, he's going to be absolutely thrilled with this.
And I reckon they're going to come again with the same sort. I think I honestly see the way the game's going at the moment. It looks like it's going to be more of the same from both teams. I think Tottenham are going to be the same, and I think United are going to be the same. And it's a matter of, are we going to get our opportunity? Yeah. And are we going to take that when we do have that opportunity? Because we will get an opportunity. Yeah. Maybe even if it's a half chance. But I think that's where Conte's trying to keep in the game, or the players are just, they're too nervous because you can see it in their passing. They're not confident in their passing. Again, when we've got possession, we're not confident. And we keep misplacing passes, or the touch is a little bit off, or it's a bit too far the pass, and it's the same kind of shit we've been seeing really all season.
We need to sort this out, and I think we need a reaction in the second half, obviously, like completely opposite to what we've seen in the first. Yeah. I think this is really important because there will come a point in this second half, if it's staying in this kind of mentality from both the teams, you're going to see Ronaldo come on, mate. You're going to see Ronaldo come on and he will fly those in. He will know what to do to be more critical in front of goal other than the other United players.
That's my worry. It's when they bring Ronaldo on, he's their danger man every single time.
I 100% can see it. I can
always
see it now.
Scores against us. Yeah. Like you can see this game being like a 1-0, and you see Ronaldo come up like on the 80th minute or something and scoring a goal from a corner or either a long range shot, and then and we won't get back into the game if they score a goal. The way we're playing right now, we're not getting back into any game.
I think honestly this first 10-15 minutes is so critical to define the way we play for the rest of this game. If we come out like we did in the first half, or continue the way we have, we're going to lose this game. We're going to lose this game. So we have to switch this.
Do you think he'll switch the formation?
I don't know. We know Conte's stubborn. Yeah. Right? So it's going to be really interesting. I would be surprised if he does change it, only on that principle that there's been so much talk around formations, and we're now testing this again against a better team to what we've done before. You can't just flick a switch and hope that it just works. You have to delve it in. But isn't that not the perception of using that against maybe lesser teams to get used to that, rather than start this at kind of like a game like this? But who knows? We've got Michael here. Big up to you guys.
Big up, Michael.
Forget me being a bit pessimistic. You both do a proper job, and never forget that. Keep up good work. You guys are absolute quality. Well, appreciate that.
Thank you for the comment and super chat, Michael. Big up to you, man.
We know we're better than any of the other presenters.
100%.
On this show, it's fine. We agree with you. The problem isn't the formation. This is Vinicius, by the way. Thank you again, guys, by the way, for the donations, and in general for everyone in the chat today. It's been absolutely phenomenal, especially in this half time. The problem isn't the formation, it's the attitude. The midfielder needs to progress in open space. Yeah. Doherty and Perisic also needs to be present on the attack.
I think couldn't have hit the nail on the head anymore.
Yeah.
I think that was brilliant. I couldn't agree more. I think that's the problem we've seen, is that the midfielders are not pressing. Yeah. And the biggest issue I've seen from this half is they're giving United too much time and too much space on the ball. And it's like they're like giving them a present, really. It's like, here, go on then, have a go, see what you can do. Yeah. And we're just hoping that nothing goes in, and we're just trying to keep them out. But it's what a finish from Almiron.
Yeah, we're just seeing the highlights of the Newcastle-Everton game here. Very traditional fixture, that one. And 1-0 up to Newcastle. Bournemouth 0, Southampton 1. That's really good for Southampton. They've been struggling quite recently for results, so it's a local derby.
Nice header.
And we'll see how that one pans out as well. But for now, we're focusing on Spurs United, which are both teams back out. United doing a weird little warm-up drill on the pitch right now. So we're back in this, guys. I'm really interested to see what happens in this second half. Again, appreciate all your comments in the live chat today. Absolutely phenomenal. 1,400 plus of us in there right now on this watch along. Thank you very much for the support and watching. We'll do our best to cover the second half the best way we can. Do smash that like button and make sure when Ben and Sim are back in tomorrow, tell them how good we are and how much better we are than them at doing this. And we'll for sure be on more and more in the future. Usually I get good results when I do the watch alongs, with the exception of the last one was Champions League, but I don't count that as a European game. But I haven't lost, I don't think, a game on here other than Arsenal last year. So we've got a good run here. People asking what channels the game are on still. It's on Prime, and if you're on VPN or outside UK, you can pick up on Peacock as well. So hopefully you guys are enjoying watching and also watching or listening along to this as well. But yeah, second half, we have to be better than we were in the first, for sure. I'd be really happy to see a bit more possession and a lot more stability and accuracy with our passing. But here we go. It's blurry. I can't even see who's got the ball right now. I think it's Son, judging by the feet.
I think it was Son, yeah.
I can always tell usually by the way they run and stuff. So yeah, there we go.
Zuma on the ball. Bentancur in the middle. He's passed it to Romero. Romero's back past it to Eric Dyer. And it's going all the way back. Nothing more than I least expect.
To the point someone said earlier, actually. We float it forward and then we end up going backwards somehow.
Yeah, exactly.
Clumsy from Dyer again. United on the attack here,
Dyer
countering.
Again.
3v3.
Great ball. Sancho's in the box. He's giving it to Fred. Fred's got it in! No! It's gone in! It's gone in. It's gone in. That was coming. That was coming. That was coming.
Of all the shots in this game that have come against us, it had to be the most shit one that goes in.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is the epitome of Tottenham defending today.
And I want to point out, right?
Unbelievable.
I want to point out, Eric Dyer is fucking shit. Stop defending Eric Dyer. He is shit. A top player would not make the mistakes that he's made today. And that was a deflection. Who deflected that? Was that Ben Davis?
I think it's Højbjerg's leg. I'm not sure.
Ben Davis.
Ben Davis.
Yeah, Ben Davis. That was going straight at Hugo Lloris. Ben Davis guided it right in. Right in.
Is there an own goal? Either way, it's terrible. That is literally what we just said. I think we should become managers, Danny, and we should go into that dressing room and say, what on earth are you lot doing? You're not listening to one of the best managers in the world.
Nope.
Like, pay attention, guys. This is simple amateur nonsense.
Do you not think, though, that is because just the quality of the player is just not good? Because last season, Dyer and Eric Dyer and Ben Davis, for example, they were playing out of their skins, but they were playing above their normal level.
Unbelievable.
And now they're showing their real level again, once again.
Unbelievable. This ridiculous. It's I can't. Yeah, it's just ridiculous. I don't care like how amateur these players are or like average they are. They should be able to defend properly.
All the time and space on the ball again.
You know, I'd pinging the ball forward here.
What a ball.
Rashford has outdone our defence single-handedly.
Rashford's got it. He's going to score. Oh my God. What a save by Lloris. Jesus Christ. That should have been in.
This is how bad we are.
That should have been in.
Rashford's getting through.
That should have been in. Matt Doherty. Oh, bad ball again. We just keep giving the ball away every fucking time. Oh my God, they're going to rip us apart. Rashford's coming into the box. He's got in. Oh, and it's a block by Eric Dyer.
Free kick. Offside. I don't know. I don't care. What I'm more caring about is how Rashford managed to get through like 3 or 4 Spurs players there with no interjection at all. Perisic not even doing anything there either. 3 Spurs defenders not being able to handle Rashford there. This is ridiculous. Absolute garbage, as Chico says here. Midfielders are garbage. I think the defensive midfielders put themselves to shame here because it's a perfect opportunity to show that they could do this formation properly.
Basuma's looked really bad today.
It's embarrassing.
He looked like he's not doesn't give a
Lost.
shit.
They're all lost. Now here's Son. Harry.
Kane. Oh, Kane fucking missed it. Didn't even hit the target. That was a great chance. Is that a corner? It's a corner. Spurs' first corner of the game.
What an effort that was from Harry.
Yeah, that was. How did we even get that?
I don't even know what. Who's got that? He's saying it's a corner.
Yeah. Martinez.
I'll take it. I don't care.
Oh, no. Please don't do a short corner. Please don't. Don't.
There's
do
two things I really
corner.
don't get excited when I watch Tottenham. Corners and free kicks.
Yeah, I agree.
This is our first corner of the game, though. Let's see how we go on.
They're going to go short, aren't they?
Well, the one corner we did do well was the Perisic nod on one.
Yeah. That was a
few
good
weeks
one.
back, but we didn't do it.
Oh, good ball by
since.
Perisic, but it's gone to
I don't
no one.
understand why we don't do that anymore.
No.
Son out to Doherty here on the right-hand side. Son's moving himself back. Perisic, sorry.
Son's
What was that?
straight off. And that sums up how Tottenham have been today.
We haven't even turned up for the second half now.
No. Son's been off today. Kane's been off today. We've all been off today.
Son should go for shots. I do think we're in this kind of game situation now where we just need to start taking some long efforts because De Gea is one of those keepers that can drop things quite
The thing
easily.
is, our players don't do long range efforts.
No, and we can't even get there yet to do the long shots. So we need that first of all. Basuma, Bentancur, back to Basuma, heading it back down to Son, trying to control
Look,
it.
there's no movement. No one wants the ball.
Nothing.
No one's calling for the ball.
Højbjerg's got nowhere to pass it to other than
Eric
guess
Dyer.
backwards. Which
And
we
they
love
just
to
keep
do.
closing us down every time.
Bentancur.
Bentancur. Nice Bentancur.
Doherty doing
Pass
well
it, pass it. Oh, for fuck's
The foul
sake.
to Spurs. I'm glad we could take that one. Guys, what are we thinking in the comments? Just throw them in there, like good or bad. Like, what's your thoughts on this so far? Because I think this is absolutely terrible. Absolutely appalling, really, that we could come out into the second half with a worse attitude than the first one.
Yep.
Shambles.
Yep, it's a joke.
Shambles. Here we go. Spurs, free kick. Don't pass it forwards. They pass it back to the central defence again.
Yeah, it's just.
What are you doing? Go
Do they
forwards.
want to get a goal in this game?
What? That's a really negative situation there. Like, it's ridiculous.
Look, and then we lose it again.
Unbelievable.
We lose it again, Si. Oh, for fuck's sake!
Right, control the ball.
Right, there we go. Get it into the box. Get it into the box.
That's better.
It's a good ball. Oh, it's a corner.
Harry should have called for that.
Oh, Perisic headed it.
Perisic is not happy with the ball in. I thought it was a good ball in. He just didn't jump. Got to attack those. But Harry, if he had shouted, he would have been unmarked to the back there, but never mind. Here we go. The life of a Spurs fan. De Gea's with the goal.
Can De Gea
kick.
just score an own goal? Just to like.
Something.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to make up for the Mendes one in 2006 or whenever it was. A long time ago. Still in my head, that one. I'll never forget that goal.
No one will ever forget
It
that.
will never be forgiven either. Eugene Parks, so many terrible players for Spurs. Pulling my hair out, felt the same versus Arsenal. These are the big games we need to turn up to. We're not turning up to
I think
them.
do you know what? It's funny because this season, in the big games, we played our worst football of all of them.
And where does that show as a progress?
Yeah,
you know?
that doesn't show any progress. I think
Spurs.
last season we probably played better against the big teams.
I think so. Yeah. I know we're still getting to grips to some things here.
Yeah,
of course,
definitely. Like when we played Anfield, Liverpool, I think we were very, very good.
Yeah. Do you know what? It's like you said, Danny, though. Like, United are really good at home.
Yeah,
Well,
they
most
are.
of the time they are. They've got a talented team.
Yeah.
But that gives you incentive to make sure that you turn up to this game. Do you know what I mean? Because then you just make them look even better.
Yeah. I mean, that's what Fred's about, and he managed to score a fucking shit goal. But this is similar to. Do you remember when we played at Anfield? The only way they broke us down when they broke us down was a deflection from a long shot from Luis Diaz,
Yeah.
and it's kind of similar to this
Yeah.
kind of
No, you're right.
a long shot deflect outside the box deflection. It's gone in.
Live win probability. What nonsense statistics are
Oh my
these?
god, Jesus!
They're not how football works. I'll remind you of the Ajax game, for example.
Yeah, we're definitely
absolute
playing
nonsense
worse in this half
statistics
as
to put on
well.
the screen. Anyway, yeah, poor first half, poor game plan. Hopefully that goal will make us come out and play. Well, this is what sometimes
Dyer,
usually
is that-
happens. Oh, you're all over the
Oh,
place.
wow.
All
That
over
was a terrible ball. Fucking what is that shit? Oh, my fucking days.
We need to change this now. Not at 75 minutes, not at 80 minutes. Not bring 5 players on with a few minutes
You know
to
what
go.
he's going to do?
Change it now.
He's going to put on more defenders to try and stop the run.
Something needs to change here. It's not working. You have to take it on the chin and go, look, I've tried it for 5-10 minutes. It's gotten worse.
No. Look at the space in the midfield. They're
Change
not
it,
closing
Conte.
down.
Change it, Conte.
Oh, come on, man.
It is only 54 minutes, to be fair, as FT Edit said, but I don't think I can handle any more of this nonsense.
We just lose the ball every time we have a chance up top.
Many
time.
mistakes. So many mistakes.
Davis keeps misplacing it. Dyer keeps misplacing it. Doherty's misplacing passes.
Lil bruv, absolutely. Isn't this why we have 5 in midfield? And this game right now is not suggesting that we have 5 in midfield and 3 defenders as well. I don't know what's going on. They're lost. They don't have
Look
a
at this.
clue how to
Where's
play
the
with each other.
fucking communication?
Basuma
Oh
and
my
Romero
God.
are going for
Oh
the
my
same.
God. That's not a penalty.
He's given it.
No, he hasn't.
It's goal kick.
That's not a penalty. That's not a
I
penalty.
think they'll check that.
No, that's not a
they'll
penalty.
check that.
That's not a penalty.
Oh, goodness
Definitely
me.
not a penalty.
Do you know
Definitely not a
what?
penalty.
This isn't even Conte's fault. He's
Yeah,
just
look, see? He didn't even
yeah.
stick a leg out. He ran across him.
Give him a yellow then. Oh, he's clumsy, isn't he?
Fucking trying to get a penalty for that, you prick.
Well, Conte does need to act now. I do think he needs to change this up, but I don't
We're
think
going
it's
to
his
get
fault
battered.
that these players
We're going
are
to get
useless.
battered if we don't change this up.
Basuma, now.
We played
closed
better,
down so
We
quickly.
played better at Old Trafford last season than we did when we have today. And we're supposed to be progressing, Si.
Yeah.
We're supposed to have progress. I keep hearing this fucking good summer window that we had. Apparently, had this amazing summer window.
Brandon, Kane's moving like a dumb truck.
Yeah.
No outlet, no touch, and with Sonny off his game, we've got 0 chance of tack, pathetic stuff. Change it. I think we just need to stabilise this game. I've been saying it all game. We just need to stabilise and calm down, think about things, and we might actually get somewhere. But right now, it's just not happening. 56 minutes in, the first 2 minutes were okay
Oh, what is that?
of this game, and the rest of it has been absolutely appalling. Absolutely shocking. Powder TCG, no creativity. Absolutely correct there. It's you know, unbelievable. The amount of players in
Look
this
at the
midfield.
space
We are
they
stacked
have.
in midfield and they're getting around us every single time.
Look at this.
Clumsy. Basuma.
Oh, come on!
Danny is not happy right now.
Look, they're just standing around. No one's pressing. No one is pressing. Press the fucking players.
Bentancur's walking around.
Press him, Højbjerg. Press him.
Just look at these United players just
Look,
wandering around.
Look at the
No one's
Tottenham
tracking
players
them.
as well. They're just standing.
No one's tracking them.
They're standing still.
Yeah, no one's tracking. No one's watching. Shaw here on the left. No one around him. We got 3 midfielders. Now he's found him, and he's already made.
Oh,
there's the
what
foul.
the fuck is
You can
that,
see it a
man?
mile off. I could see it a mile. I was calling it literally 10 seconds
I know.
before he's done it.
I know. I know.
How are the players not seeing this? Maybe we should come out of retirement. Unbelievable. We still have time, but what needs to change? Something needs to change here. The attitude, out of everything.
What
with
did I
players
say,
on,
Si?
the attitude.
I
needs to
said
change.
we're going to see the same Tottenham and the same United.
Yeah, United flinging it out to the right here.
All over us. All over us.
It's horrendous. Dalot passing out to the
I
wing
mean,
here.
this is probably the
back.
worst football I've seen all season.
United got so much possession in this game. It's unbelievable. I know they're at home, but this is too much.
I think we need the World Cup to
Fernandes.
come now, you know. Oh,
Rashford's
wow.
unmarked in the middle of the.
Oh,
pitch
come
as the
on,
ball came
Doherty.
in.
What is that? Why are you heading to no one?
Strong. You got to be strong there. You should have gone for that. Brandon saying Newcastle might finish higher than us. Yeah, maybe. Noel, appreciate the donation there. Absolutely brilliant. Remind me. It's gone now. 1,300 of us in here right now. Please do smash that like button for the channel. Hopefully you're enjoying the entertainment and we're delivering something that the Spurs team cannot.
Yeah. Yeah.
But here we go.
Kaylee Davis, big up with the super chat, Kaylee. We're just one goal down. Chill, there's time.
You know what, Kaylee, it's difficult. It's difficult.
I don't. The reason why I'm like this anyway is because I haven't seen anything to make me think that we're going to even have a chance in this game. Nothing at all.
Yeah, unless Maguire comes on.
Yeah, unless Maguire comes on, yeah.
Yeah, just...
If Ronaldo comes on, they're going to score another goal. And then it'll be game, set and match.
Fernandes on the floor here. There's another head. He's moving his elbow around as if he's been elbowed in the head. So he's sat down. This could give an opportunity. I don't want to see this. Spurs players lingering around Fernandes. I want them to go and huddle together on that sideline with Conte and sort themselves out.
Yeah.
That's what they should be utilising this time for. Not hands on hips and just wandering around seeing if Fernandes is all right.
I agree.
Well, I hope he's all right because I don't want anyone seriously injured, obviously. But what I mean is that this is an opportunity for Tottenham to regroup here and sort themselves out because this is unacceptable.
Yeah. And just a little quick update. All the games so far still at the same scores as they were at half time.
We're on 60 minutes, everyone. For me, this is an opportunity to also switch the team up now. It's not working at all. I'm not seeing any indication whatsoever that this is progressing into a positive way.
No.
Could this switch it, this moment?
What's annoying is we've got more men in the midfield, but they're not doing anything. They're just standing around. If you're gonna work as a team, you all need to press. Every single player needs to press, and none of them are pressing at all. None of them. And that's the biggest issue right now.
Yeah, I do want to see Cesc come on, to be fair. I know that's not maybe the major answer, but I do think that'll make at least a bit of a difference on the wing play. This is something we're lacking seriously right now.
Yeah, I agree.
On that topic, here's Perisic finding Benzema in the midfield.
Look at the midfielders. No one's going forward. Drive forward!
Oh, dear.
Oh, for fuck's sake, man. Losing the ball again.
Doherty's just given it away to United, who are now pressing forward again. Our midfield is packed, but they don't seem to be doing anything.
They just don't want to do anything. They just want to stand around because they're fucking useless.
Here we go. Come on, Spurs.
Move forward. Move forward.
Romero being challenged here, wins the ball and gets a free kick. Bit of positivity there for once. Being asked to take it again, we tried to take it too quickly. It was a mess anyway, so I'm kind of glad that it was pulled back, in all honesty. A lot of people calling for Mora. Could be something interesting if he came on, because he is one of those players that's very tricky. United have got some tricky players on this pitch, and it's given us a problem. Can we do that? Who knows? Please take Basuma off. A lot of people are not happy with Basuma's performance in particular
really
right
bad
now.
Today. He just looks like I don't know, like he doesn't want to do anything.
Or he doesn't know where he's supposed to be. I don't know.
It looks a bit like Ndombele with his lackluster running and all that kind of stuff. He's just not. Look how he's jogging around the pitch. If I was Basuma, I'd be sprinting to try and close down.
There's no closing down.
No closing down. Look at Casemiro in the middle, right? He's open. Basuma should be getting right close to him.
Yeah. Why are we giving them this?
Look at the space. Look at the space.
Why are we giving it to them with all these players that we've got? How is this possible? Now they've got 2 free here.
Yep. Look, Casemiro again. He's so open. Look. Straight to Casemiro.
Unbelievable.
And
you see it a mile off.
Yeah, you see it a mile off. We saw it a few minutes ago.
But it's almost like we can predict every single move 10, 15 seconds before.
Yeah.
And the Spurs players can't see that. It's crazy.
Look, there's no movement. Look, they're standing around. I can't believe this. I actually can't believe this.
Oliver Skip. People calling for Oliver Skip.
What's Oliver Skip going to do?
Yeah, I think...
What's Oliver Skip going to do?
We need some consistency with passing here.
We need someone who can control a ball and actually pass a football.
Hand on heart, the last 20 minutes, how much possession do you think we've had? Because I can't really consider anything in this.
We just keep losing the ball. Look at again, Højbjerg running and he loses the ball. Corner again for Man United.
It's very poor. It's very poor. I don't understand. This is ridiculous. Like it's been 20 minutes of this second half, and I haven't seen anything from Tottenham whatsoever at all. And I'm literally meaning like those that are watching it or not watching it. We have had hardly any possession. The passing's been terrible as always. That we're giving them so many gaps, despite the fact we've got 5 in midfield, guys. 5 in midfield. And it's like they've got 10 in midfield.
Yeah. Look at all the Spurs bodies. Every single man is nearly behind the ball. Look, every single, apart from Kane.
You have to change it now. Now.
Oh, look.
10 minutes ago.
Is that Højbjerg running for once?
Is that Romero?
Is that Romero? It is Romero, yeah.
Because no one else is doing it.
Yeah, no one else is.
That's probably Conte saying, sod this, no one else is doing it. Off you go.
Yeah.
You do it. Now leaving us blank at the back.
Hell.
Well protected by Davies into the hands of Hugo Lloris.
Oh,
Pushing
come
this
on.
out now. What are you doing?
Look at this. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Romero out to Perisic. It's too slow. United are going to catch up with this. We get a foul. It's the best we could have hoped for that. Bentancur getting a foul.
They're just in our faces every time. They can't control the ball because they're just pressing us so much. And we're not pressing at all. You know, there was someone was saying about a stat about we're like the third worst pressing team in the league at the moment.
Yeah, I could totally agree with that. I can see it every day. Final third passes, 129 for United, and something like 60 for Tottenham, 69 for Tottenham.
They're more than doubled our passing in the final third.
It's a home ratio to an extent, but not this much. This is unacceptable.
Yeah. Oh, now they get a free
kick. And that's really lazy by Bentancur as well. Pushing into the back. I don't know who is of exactly, but guys, there's a lot of calls in the chats right now about subbing. I know it's like an easy thing to go to, but I think that should have been done 10 minutes ago. It's clear as day. This is not working, and something needs to change immediately.
Do you know what? I still think Conte sees this in his head. He sees this in his head that there's a potential of a chance here.
Yeah. We had a bit of a delay on Prime, guys, by the way. I think we're back up now. We're on 66, 17-ish at the moment. So we've got a bit more traction here. I think we might have been a bit further behind. Brandon saying, bring on Spence, Moore, Hill and Skip. At least they run.
Yeah,
very true.
Maybe, yeah.
Very true. And I think that's something we're lacking. Maybe we've got too many defensive players in here.
Yeah, maybe we do.
To have the reaction that we need. And put them on the floor.
This has been our problem all season, that we don't have any forward-thinking attackers, whether that's a winger. The one person we have who is this game is crying out for is like a Kulusevski.
Yeah.
But again, he's unfortunately injured, and Richarlison's injured as well, so we haven't got him to bring on either.
Yeah. Absolutely. I would like to see Spence get more run-outs, to be fair. I do think he's an incredible talent, speed, energy, commitment, but not seeing it yet.
Look at this side, right? Look. No one is moving. No one is moving.
3 United players here. 3 United.
Dyer, he can't pass anywhere because no one is moving.
Unbelievable.
Why is no one... Look, Basuma, get in the fucking middle of the pitch.
Perisic, good footwork on the left.
Side.
Cross comes in.
Ball.
Oh, there's
Defended
2 Spurs
well.
players unmarked there, but here comes Fernandes.
Nice little win back from Bentancur.
Spurs now actually having some attacking going on here. Can't believe this.
On the ball.
I don't know what to do.
He tried to cut inside. He's chipped it in. Oh, Kane! Oh.
No, Harry!
And
what are you doing?
It. Kane misses it. Comes to Kane and he misses it.
It was offside anyway, but...
Oh, it was offside.
Oh, it was offside.
Yeah, it was. I thought it was as well.
Not a foul there for Spurs. Now United pressing again. We're all over the place.
Ball.
Perisic needs to be careful here and monitor this situation. I believe
Anthony's just attacking him. He's cutting inside. He's coming inside. No one's letting him off. Giving it to Fernandes. Oh, it's back to Fred again. Fernandes, go! Oh, fucking hell. Wow.
Could see that a mile off.
Yeah, you could see it. Yeah, of course you could.
Unbelievable.
I don't know why Spurs fans think we were going to win this match, honestly.
I'm never saying 3-1 again, ever, in any game for Tottenham.
Honestly, I don't know why.
Was there a foul or something?
Where is this confidence Spurs fans have? I know you're a Spurs fan, you want your team to win, but be realistic. We're not going to fucking win this match. Look, a mistake. Fred makes a mistake, and it falls. Look, it falls to... Look at that.
Oh, Tottenham.
A player we should have had in our squad team.
Mate, this team should have changed about 10 minutes ago, or like 5 minutes since that second half, guys.
And I guarantee you now, Conte's going to make defensive subs so we don't get battered. I guarantee you. He ain't going to change it for attacking positions.
Unbelievable. One end, slightly offside. Should have done better anyway. It's come straight out. The counter-attack was quick. Spurs all over the place again. That's the only best way I could describe it. In this whole entire game, for 69 minutes, Tottenham have done nothing. And they have been all over the place, static, clumsy passes when they do get it. It's unacceptable. And this team should have been swapped around ages ago. Cross comes in gets his hand to it. It's a bit of an awkward cross, but he's going out for a corner for Spurs. That's the first attack proper one I've seen in this second half. I'm so unimpressed right now.
Yeah.
Trying to keep the emotions inside to keep a calm, collective watch along here. But this is absolutely infuriating inside. I'm so disappointed with Tottenham right now. This is unacceptable. Son with the corner comes in.
We were never winning this game. We're not good enough.
Son now gets the ball back because, as usual, we don't do anything with corners.
I keep telling people the problem is the quality of the players we have. We didn't get everything Conte wanted in the summer, right? It's as simple as that. People think we can beat Man United at home with fucking Eric Dyer and Ben Davis. Come on, man. Stop fucking kidding yourself. Honestly.
Yeah. Højbjerg.
Oh, wow. Wow. Højbjerg's been awful today. He's been absolutely atrocious.
I think there's too many midfielders now. I don't know what they wanted. They don't know what to do with each other or themselves. Like, it's just crazy. It's a good finish from Fernandes that we're seeing here, but it shouldn't be happening. The Spurs players are just standing around.
It's
guys.
The mentality the mentality of these Spurs players, because there's still too many losers in this team, right? They can't come to a stadium like Old Trafford and keep their heads and actually play the football they want to play. And they lose their heads and they play that worst football I've seen all season. And Man United, really, they should be 3 or 4-0 up, to be honest with you.
From that first half, they should be. Yeah, this is
disgraceful.
This is ridiculous.
Fucking disgraceful.
And these guys like Ronaldo haven't even come on the pitch yet. This is where we are, Spurs fans. Like, this is crazy. Tell us your feelings in the chat. I think from what I'm seeing right now, not everyone's happy at all. Can we turn this around? Is anyone out there confident that we could get some form of result?
We're going
Spurs coming.
We're going to lose this more.
Spurs are falling apart here.
Yeah, we're going to lose this more.
Falling apart. No closing down again from any Spurs player whatsoever.
We're going to lose this more.
We have 5, 6, 7 Spurs players here, and United has still got possession.
Look. No one's pressing.
Around.
No one's pressing. Have a shot. Go on. Have a shot. Yeah, go on. Have a shot. Have another one. Have 2 more. Have 3 more.
Tottenham get exposed playing big teams.
Yeah, we're shit. We're fucking shit. That's why.
We're not showing up to these big teams. Imagine what the Man City score could have been.
Oh my God, we would have got absolutely destroyed.
But here we go. It's very windy outside. We haven't blown away yet.
For Barry, it's his birthday today, and they haven't even had a decent performance. They're going to feel like shit after this game.
We still haven't made any changes to this game.
No, of course not.
I really don't. I can't.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here comes,
to think that geezer scored the goal. Fred.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So Spurs now absolutely horrific defending here from Spurs. They're cutting through us like a slice of cake.
Oh, wow. What a save.
Hugo's strong hand there. He's telling his players, come on, guys. What the hell is going on here?
Dyer, look, Dyer, look, turn your back, Dyer, go on.
Dyer is being significantly outplayed today by Rashford all game.
It's shit.
All game.
Dyer is showing his true colours tonight, just like Ben Davis is. They all are. Højbjerg has been atrocious.
It's an unbelievable save
Son's
from
been
Hugo.
poor.
I feel very sorry for Hugo today because he's saved us so many times in this game. It could literally be, as you said, 4-5-0 if it was not for Hugo being in that goal today.
Yeah.
And we shouldn't even be in this situation.
Here we go. Oh, my God.
Header comes in. I think Davis didn't even bother to attack
Dalot jumps that.
No one bothered attacking that head at all. It was absolutely shocking. McTominay's coming on for United now. Who's he going to come on for would be very interesting. But right now, United are in full control of this game. They have been in control since the second minute of this match, in my opinion. Absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. There is still no substitution from Spurs. as I said, that is not always the answer. But when something's not working, you have to try and show an effort to change the game in some capacity. And we're now sat here on 75 minutes where we could be trying to change something, make something different. But now we're sitting here with 15 minutes to go, wondering how the hell is this team that's played like it has done today is going to get a result?
And they think
no chance.
They think this team can
No
get
chance.
top 4 playing like this. We can't. We just lose to every big team. We're never going to compete for titles.
No, and this is the kind of game you need to win because you're getting teams like Liverpool and United as well, to be fair, creeping back up now. They're getting that confidence.
Yeah, of course they are.
Spurs had a great start, but now they're being found out in the last few weeks. And it's been a long time coming. It's not just these games, guys. It's been all season we've been saying all of this.
Yep.
And it's even easier to say now when you're 2-0 down, but the principle is that this game has been absolutely shocking, unacceptable. Yep. These players are not turned up. They're all over the place. It's like they've never played football before together.
Look at this.
It's literally like 11
Romero,
players have never played together before. Dyer heading it back out to Fernandes.
Oh my God, what is that? What are you? You shit fucking player.
Here's McTominay.
Fucking shit player.
Right hand side. The cross is going to come in at any moment now, and I can see 3-0 written all over this.
Yeah, of course it is. It's definitely going to be 3-0. At least we scored 2 goals last season at Old Trafford and we actually had a game. This has been disgusting. The worst game of football I've seen all season.
Yeah, this is our worst performance by far this season. The Arsenal one was close by now. But this one is just unacceptable, the way that we turned up today.
Yeah.
You know, people can't even have many arguments about formation and stuff anymore. The principle is these players are not good enough to pass around with each other, to understand where they're supposed to stand or how to defend.
Nope.
As a team.
Yeah, as a team. They can't communicate. I mean, again.
Communication. Like, exactly that.
Basuma and Bentancur, again, getting mixed up a couple of times this game. Højbjerg and Bentancur have been mixed up. And it's just like, come on, man. What the fuck? As soon as you play a big team, you absolutely crumble. Crumble. You hide.
Tell me who wasn't poor today. Good question.
The best player has probably been Lloris.
Yeah.
Lloris has been our best player.
Yeah. And that gives you a huge indication of how the game's gone. If you haven't been watching this game and Hugo's been our best player, what does that tell you?
I wanna see what Conte has to say about this after the game.
He has to take some responsibility.
Yeah, he does.
To an extent.
But the problem is...
But these players should be playing a hell of a lot better, regardless what manager you are.
I agree.
These players are letting their manager down significantly. They give an opportunity...
It's too slow, man. Look at this. Look at this. No urgency.
They don't care.
Still 77 minute and they're still passing backwards.
They don't care.
Still passing backwards. Look at the press from United.
They don't care.
They're pressing them so much that they don't know what to do with the ball, Tottenham. They just got no idea. There we go. Misplaced pass. Go on.
Perisic, come on. No.
Terrible.
Headed down from Son.
Go on, son. Ah, losing the ball. Losing the ball.
Nothing. There's nothing to be joyous at all about this game, other than myself and Danny standing in front of the cameras right now.
Exactly.
That's the only interesting thing happening.
Exactly.
But guys, this is terrible. Yeah, United are below us. Interesting. It's just like when you couldn't tell this. Here comes Oliver. Is it 5 subs this time? Let's count. We've got Oliver Skip coming up. That's not Sanchez, is it?
He's I think it is. It looks like he's going to bring...
I'm just staring into the wilderness, mate, I'm just pretending this isn't happening.
Yeah, Sanchez and Oliver Skip. So probably Basuma and who else? Do you think he's going to take off Perisic?
Why would you want to bring Sanchez? What's the point? How is that going to make an effective game?
It's not. He just doesn't want to concede anymore.
That's just silly. We're not,
and then we probably will.
But we're not having a second leg of this game.
Of course we're not. Look at this. Oh my God, Jesus Christ. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh, wow. Wow.
Unbelievable, guys. Guys, Sanchez is coming on. Just lost now. I'm just really lost. If I was at home, I probably would have turned the TV off a while ago, in all honesty. But now I'm being forced to watch this because I'm here.
Oh, so he's got 4 subs now.
4.
Sessegnon,
So not quite
Moira.
5, guys.
So look at this
Not quite
side.
5.
79 minutes.
Unbelievable,
And he's now
mate.
making a sub.
I'm really disappointed with Conte in this.
Yeah,
Actually,
so am I.
I'm disappointed specifically with the players for a shambles of a performance here as a team, but I'm also disappointed in Conte for not sorting this out at the beginning of this half. You could see the momentum that this is not working, and I don't understand why he didn't change it.
Perisic just looked awful today, man. He's looked really bad.
Nicholas Walker saying, I believe in Conte, but how can we lose another big game? Kane and Son absent again in the big game. Desperate for inspiration. Maybe Poch is the answer.
No.
Well, yeah. I think...
Poch is not the answer. The answer is Daniel Levy giving Conte what he needs to do his job. When you have players like Matt Doherty, Eric Dyer and Ben Davies, you really expect Conte to do something like that. Look at the teams that he's had when he's won titles. Look at the Inter Milan team he had. He had top players. Skriniar, Bastoni. He had a better Perisic. He had Barella. He had Brozovic.
Guys, United are all over
this.
us.
There
They're
you go.
straight through. It's 3-0.
Ah, 3-0. 3-0. Offside.
He's offside.
Wow. That's unbelievable.
Deserves to be 3-0. It deserves to be 5-0. Vinicius, again, my friend, thank you for joining us again with a super
Oh, it
chat.
might not be offside.
What is missing for Spurs today and in previous years is big balls. Our teams get scared, as always, don't have the structure for big moments. They just don't turn up, do they, mate? It's ridiculous. They're checking the offside. I don't know. Who cares anymore, really?
81st minute.
We have 4 players coming in.
81st minute.
81st minute. Basuma's coming off. Not had a great game at all today.
He's been poor.
That's
All
not
of them
suggesting that it's just him. I think every Spurs player could come off today apart from Hugo, in all honesty. Not going to lie.
What is this? What is this, honestly? What the fuck is this substitutions? What's the point? What's the point? What is the point? 9 minutes left. 9 fucking minutes, Si.
Guys, like, we should have done this like 5 minutes into the second half, even maybe at half time, to just instill some aspect of like, you guys aren't playing enough, well enough. You're going to come off. Set an example. Showcase that you're not happy. That's what I would love to see. You're a manager of Conte's calibre to go take 3 players off after 5 minutes in the second half because of the appallingness of how they're
Look,
playing.
someone's running.
Lucas Moura flying through here. Tried to get the ball through to Son. It was so close.
Probably the
but
best movement I've seen all game.
Absolutely. Showing some good initiative there from Moura. Sanchez in strong. He's got the ball apparently according to the referee. I think that's right. Rashford's going to stay on the floor.
Do not put it off the pitch. You keep
and
playing
Spurs
on.
are flying
That's
through
it.
here now.
Keep playing on. That's it.
That's a better cross. Sessegnon should have attacked that a bit better.
Sessegnon's playing on the right.
I think it's good. I think he's starting to get more aggressive with his attacking, Sessegnon. I would like to see him just start every game, really. I think he's learning every game. But here we are.
Yeah, Tottenham fan 101 says Conte needs to sort himself out. 6 wins against the bottom half of the table, and we are crap. We will only come 7th. I think you're trying to say against the top teams we've been just diabolical.
We have. Like even against
It's been worse this season.
Any of the other teams we've not been great with at all either.
No.
We've scraped some games.
Yeah, a lot of games.
And we turned up, last minute. Some cases.
I think the only game we've turned up, even in that game, really, we didn't really turn up. We kind of just 13 minutes of magic from Son against Leicester, and that's probably it. And even in that game, we were shocking, really. Madison was all over us that game. Do you remember?
Yeah, absolutely. Super Nicholas is throwing out a stat here of 28 attempts for United.
Wow.
First 15 minutes was great, Squid Smack. Well, I would say the first few minutes. Then it started to get all open, and we just couldn't handle it. It was terrible.
I don't know if you noticed, right, but have you heard the Spurs fans in the game, the way in? Normally they're quite loud, and I haven't really heard them today.
Would you want to?
No.
You have to be encouraged to an extent as well.
Yeah, true. True.
I'd be sat there going, how on earth have I just spent 3 or 4 hours travelling up the M4, the M6, whatever tolls, to go and watch this? I tell you what, actually, Danny, it reminds me massively. I was at Old Trafford a few years back.
Yeah.
And I remember that exact point that we were playing really well and we just didn't turn up for the Old Trafford game. It was when Dele Alli scored.
Yeah, that flick with Mourinho.
And then we were terrible.
Yeah,
I was like, you guys haven't shown up,
Yeah.
right? And we've all shown up.
Yeah.
I know it goes that way sometimes in football. When you don't turn up, that's when it really pisses me off the most, mate.
I agree. Look at that.
It's embarrassing. Højbjerg flying through. It's going to be a Spurs free kick here. This is what annoys me now. I'm even more annoyed now because in the last 3 minutes, we've done more than anything we have done in this whole entire game.
But again, that does come down to, unfortunately, in this game, Conte's
Unbelievable
decision-making of bringing on substitutions with 9 minutes to go.
Conte changed tactics. Brilliant. 9 minutes to go. Why was this not done earlier?
Eriksen's going to go on top of the night for them now. Watch.
Here's Harry trying to ping through Mora, who couldn't get through. Mora's now on the floor.
Could you imagine Eriksen scoring an absolute worldie now?
Mate, nothing will surprise me at all in this game. What's more ridiculous right now is the way we're playing in the last few minutes compared to the rest of the game. This is just typical, isn't it? Should have done a lot earlier and made a statement to say, you guys are not good enough. Given the opportunity to play this formation, you messed it up. Now it's time to change it around and stop everyone talking about these formations. We need to play football first and foremost. Formations do not matter if you don't have players that can't play football properly.
No, we're terrible.
Simple as that. I don't care about formations.
We had 3 defenders and 3 midfielders, and we looked like we had like 3 players playing.
Conte tactics.
Look, just hitting it long again.
Yeah.
Just losing it again.
Sessegnon, finding Harry. Can Harry dink this or do something?
No, because they're just pressing us. Look at the press.
This is the furthest forward we've been in this half.
I know.
Wow. What was that?
But they just keep pressing us every time.
Bentancur's not happy, claiming that someone should have gotten the end of his cross.
Højbjerg, that was disgusting.
Højbjerg's lost out. But look at that. 3 United players pressing 1 player.
Yeah, I know.
And we have not done anything like that.
No, not
United
once.
deserved massively to win this game.
They deserve to win more. Do you know, it'd be quite funny. It'd be quite a fairy tale story if Eriksen goes and scores this goal. Next goal.
Sancho coming off for Martial.
He's been out of the game the whole game, Sancho.
Eriksen's coming on as well. Sancho's... I don't think he's an amazing player. I think he's struggled at United, to be fair.
I think so.
But he's on the winning side for now, for sure. So he's got the last laugh from that comment, that's for sure. Dear guys.
God, the fan show's going to be a nightmare.
I hate the fan shows when we lose.
Yeah.
Like, I just want to go home, basically. Oh, dear. Unbelievable. I feel sorry for the Spurs fans that have gone all that way as well. Feel sorry for you guys out there watching this game. I feel sorry for us guys as well, Danny and myself, for having to watch this nonsense. Maybe just call it the nonsense watch along or something, because it's just been absolutely terrible. I think it's ridiculous, man. This is absolutely appalling. I'm really pissed off. Like, 81st minute, man. Like switching the team, man.
Any confidence for Newcastle on the weekend?
I don't want to even think about it. Do you know what? Newcastle are a really, really strong side this season.
Oh, like Spencer's coming on. Oh, look. He's getting a minute. He's going to get not touched again. I just don't understand these fucking substitutions. Conte's made a massive mare tonight. Huge mare. Absolutely. Bruno Fernandes, he's on the edge of the box.
I'd like to hear Conte's conference afterwards.
Yeah,
as well,
I really want to hear it as well.
I think
Eriksen, giving it to Shaw. Alanga. Oh, what a ball.
Sessegnon is getting stronger every game. He dealt with that the best he could.
So Spence will come on and not touch the ball.
This is absolutely embarrassing for Spurs.
I mean, Conte's just throwing players on for the sake of it now, isn't he?
It's not giving him a good look, to be honest, as a manager. But he keeps doing stuff like this. And it's not good for Spence either. Like, just give the guy a chance. Like, give him proper minutes, you know? What are you supposed to do in 2 minutes?
I know. Well, not even that. Less than that, so.
I liked his comments the other day that like he's improving and he's understanding the philosophy. What is the philosophy of Tottenham? Yeah. I don't know what the philosophy of Tottenham is. They don't have an identity.
Hit and hope. That's the philosophy.
If I was Spence, I wouldn't want to be learning this philosophy. I want to be injecting my own philosophy into this game. Absolutely appalling. Oh, dear. Unbelievable.
I mean, he makes these substitutions so late. Oh, wow.
So,
oh, wow.
guys.
Jeez.
Oh dear,
Wow.
this is unacceptable.
Lucas
from
Moura
Tottenham
tried to do a nice little 1-2 to himself and passed it off the pitch.
Been an even game so far, says England's best lover. Interesting. Why are we so relaxed? Yeah, do you know what? We've been like this, Kim, like all game, like just a relaxed attitude in a really bad, poor way. Beyond relaxed. Ronaldo's walking down the tunnel. He's had enough. He must be a Spurs fan. So yeah, United pushing forward again, guys. Don't know how many times I have to say this in the game,
There we go.
but it's literally been like this all game. We have had hardly, with the exception of the last few minutes, we've had zero control of this game, zero passing accuracy. Possession's been shocking. This is this year our worst performance of the season, 100%.
Yeah.
And it's been terrible.
Look
to
at the
watch.
space again. Look, no one's closing them down. No one cares.
Shambles.
Do you think part of it is because it's literally the same 11 that's playing like every single game?
Possibly. Yeah, but then it's that point you made earlier, Danny. Is there no one on the bench to reignite something
And whose fault is that?
or do that? Do you know what I mean? Yeah, the strategy's been a bit weird. Well, a thing here about Spurs being third best start to the season, chins up. I do agree to that to an extent, but all season, I'll hand on heart say, every game that I've personally been to, and every home game, at least, I can only talk from the games that I see, and that's every home game this season. I've not been impressed at all.
No.
I've not been going away from that game going, oh, that was an incredible football or anything like that. And sometimes that doesn't matter. But the fact of the principle is, like, the performances are not good enough. The effort, the dedication is not good enough, and we will get caught out. We said it for a long time. We'll get caught out eventually.
I think we would appreciate it if there's some effort. But look at this again, Si, right? Look, 3 Spurs players around Shaw driving in.
Yeah.
Not one of them going to him. Not one of them. Not one of them.
United have completely dominated this game. We have not shown up at all. There could be an argument to say that we've completely given it to them, but United have showed up at their home turf.
Look at the passing. What is that?
We have not. Simple as that. This has been our worst performance this season, 100%.
Oh, I mean, this is terrible. This is so terrible.
Unbelievable.
Go on, Spence. Go on, Spence.
Someone's saying...
The first time we've seen someone run into the box.
And no one to support him. What's Højbjerg doing? Well done, Lucas. I think it's a bit of a shame, really, because I think if we had made some of these subs like a bit earlier on, we could have had a bit more of a stab of it. But
maybe
not
you're
saying that we might have won the game or got a result, but I think our performance would have switched significantly, and it's shown that in the last 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Not amazing. I'm not saying it's amazing, but it's shifted it, and that could sometimes be enough to make something happen. But it's too late. Here we go. It's Harry trying to make something happen. He's lost it.
Again.
He's lost it. Now United are just flipping this through.
What a touch.
That's offside.
Offside. That's offside.
Just pull your flag up now. It's all wasting time. Unbelievable. Need some... yeah, my big up to my Portsmouth official Spurs club. Well, not mine, but that's where I belong, down in Portsmouth. We need to blame someone. So, what someone's just said. So, yeah, I don't know who we blame here. I think it's a mixture, isn't it? Yeah. Players have not performed, irrespective of formations, selections. None of the players performed today.
Koba, big up for the super chat, my man. Most shocking performance under Conte, in my opinion. Would you disagree?
No.
No,
because...
I wouldn't.
Yeah, it's just a whole mixture. I think they're just all going to get on the coach and hopefully try and forget this as quick as possible.
Oh,
did you thread it through, Lucas? Someone's right in there.
Because he's another shit player. Another player
God, he's flying
Tottenham fans think's fucking good. He's another shit player who needs to go.
How even more annoying would it be if we score with like 20 seconds to go?
We need half this team needs to be gone. Honestly, half this team. The work that needs to be done on this squad is ridiculous. He's going to lose it. Yeah, see? Lost it. And he's getting out-muscled by...
Harry Kane has been fully outmastered there.
By Martinez.
That is full-time, guys, pretty much. 10 seconds to go. Oh, my goodness. Unbelievable. I can anticipate the mood and the atmosphere of the call-ins after this show.
I just said Conte was back. We brought in defenders. Who did we bring in? We didn't bring in no one. Conte was not backed at all.
No, he was not backed at all.
He was not. If you think Conte was back, then you need to really have a look at what's going on at Spurs.
Deadwood with more level substitute players.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
No one that goes into the first team and really like we didn't buy anyone of Romero's level to go in and actually improve our team straight away, did we?
Hence the Bastoni conversations, the Skriniar conversations. They won't happen.
Yeah, the one thing we needed was a left centre back and another central centre back, and we didn't get any of them.
Yeah.
We got Longley and no one else.
Guys, United 2, Spurs 0. Nothing more we can say really other than that was depressing, disgraceful, appalling, lazy. They didn't show up. I've not seen us play this badly for a long, long time, Danny.
And
it's not good enough.
It's not. And I think should we just go straight into the instant match
guys,
reaction?
Thanks for following us. We'll catch you in a bit shortly. Do remember to try and call in if you can. But thanks for joining us in live chat. That was terrible. Man.
Ready? That feeling that we weren't going to win today. I said I'd be happy with a draw.
Yeah.
Because I know we don't win at United, and I know that our team are not good enough. And it was a bit more optimism, the fact that maybe he was going to go 3-5-2, but I did say we don't have anyone off the bench. And when they did bring on the people from the bench, it was a little bit better, but nothing more. We still have shit.
Late.
It was too late, but again, they were misplacing passes.
Yeah.
They couldn't get passing going. Not confident. They get pressed. They get impressed. Man United pressing game today was phenomenal.
Yeah,
was phenomenal.
Did we? I think we let that happen a lot as well. This is the thing. Like we brought it on. We brought it on from. I'd literally say probably the first few minutes of that game were bright, but not amazing. But then literally it opened up, and United took control of that, and we were just non-existent.
Yeah.
Now, all I've heard for weeks and weeks is formations. I don't care what the formation is because it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
If you have players that can't pass properly or do things properly or understand how football works, the formations are irrelevant.
Yeah.
And we've seen today, everyone's called for it. We could arguably be all angry with ourselves for asking for this formation. And it's not the formation's fault, as I said. These players don't know how to do anything tactically.
No.
It's not just this game, guys. Like, all season it's been a bit iffy. It's always been, like, on edge. Like, I haven't come out of the Spurs game at home thinking, oh, wow, that was brilliant. We deserved that. It was almost like, oh, we got through another one. Yeah. Brilliant. Yeah. And today was just terrible, Danny. I think the most unacceptable thing was just the
attitude.
Everything.
Yeah.
Not showing up.
Yeah.
And I'm really disappointed with Conte. This is the first time probably this season I'll say it. Conte was not good enough today either.
I
agree. He hasn't
agree.
reacted to a situation. Everyone else can see it. I guarantee you, Ben and Sim were probably shouting their heads off, and everyone else in that United stadium shouting with probably 5 minutes into that second half going, this isn't working.
Yeah.
And we wait till the 81st minute to do something.
Yeah.
It's not just Conte's fault. I'm talking about the whole entire Tottenham today, with the exception of probably one man who's between our sticks. If it wasn't for him, we would be 5-6-0 down in this game.
Yeah. It's the same old, innit? It's Spursy, innit, really? It's just Spursy. I hate using that word, but it's Spursy. That's the truth.
Yeah.
Because, once again, every single one of those players cowed away from Man United and Old Trafford, and they let them play their game. They didn't take the game to them. They didn't press them. They didn't get in their faces. If you want to go, look at the teams that have gone to United this season, right? Arsenal outplayed Man United. But the only reason United beat them was because they countered really well in that game, right? Arsenal were phenomenal when they played against them, and they still lost the game, right? Liverpool lost at United. Newcastle got a draw against them. And I watched the highlights of that game, and in that game, they were giving it to United. They were getting into United's faces. They were showing that we're here. Like, we're Newcastle. We're not scared of you. Today, we look like scared fucking people. Like fucking pussies, basically. That's what we look like today.
It's exactly that. It's like, if you lose a game, there's an acceptance to that to an extent. Like, I don't like losing games at all. I hate losing games. But when you're not going to turn up, it makes it 10 times worse. That's what annoys me the most and makes me more upset than anything. Brandon here with super chat here quickly, guys. This is the game Conte has lost me. Mockery of subs. I totally agree with that. I think it's really disappointing from all factors of Tottenham today, with the exception of our goalkeeper. Koba, most shocking performance under Conte, in my opinion. I agree with that as well. Certainly this season it's been terrible. Just looking at the table now, Spurs still in third, 23 points. United now creeping back into this with 19 and a game in hand. Liverpool won today as well. This is exactly what I just said earlier in the game. These are opportunities in games for us to really cement points. I don't think Arsenal win the title, but they're flying up ahead. City are going to be up there anyway. If we want to be serious in those kind of areas, we have to be turning up at least. Turning up to, we can potentially lose these games. But if you turn up, it's unacceptable.
It's just
it's unacceptable.
There was just the biggest thing for me, which was key to why we lost this game, and I said it was the midfield battle. Right, that was going where the game was going to be won. And the game was won in the midfield. Because we just didn't press them. We just gave them so much respect. It was, it's disgusting. Like, the respect that we gave them is like, oh, fuck, you're Man United. Oh, shit, I'm scared of you. And it's like, not one of those players today fucking gave any effort in that midfield today.
I've just got one of my United mates who's sending me screenshots of our faces on this channel. They obviously have nothing else better to do than tune in on here. But welcome, anyway, my friend. Scorpions fan for life. I hate being negative, guys, but this game was awful. Like, it was not. This is I don't get this. Like, it's your exact point there, just Danny. It's like being overrun in midfield. How can we be run over in midfield if we've got 5 midfielders? It's what everyone's asked for. And it comes to the point that they just didn't know how to do it or what they were doing. Have they not even been practicing this kind of formational tactic and training? I don't know. But we've given an example of what this kind of formation can give to us. It's worked in reversal, maybe, where we've switched to it halfway through a game and confused the team. But clearly, from a starting point and against a better team of United's calibre, it's not working out.
No, it's not. It's
unbelievable.
Not, it's just not. It was interesting because I've seen some people in the comments like, who do you think was the best United player today then? Because Martinez played pretty well. He had Kane in his pocket all day, which is quite frustrating, really. Martinez, 5'9".
Yeah, do you know what, mate? Their defence, I didn't do anything. We didn't give them any trouble.
True, we didn't really trouble them.
I would say it's one or two of those midfielders.
Bruno
that got
probably.
There. Yeah, I mean, he's put a good shift in as well. He's obviously scored the goal, but I think again, no disrespect to United's performance. I think we've given it to them massively.
Oh, we gifted it to them.
We've just let them run around their own park. You know, we may as well literally have just not turned up at all and just gone, just have the 3 points, guys. Fine us 5 goals or whatever it might be. Say we're ill or something. Who cares? But like, it's just not good enough. And I think that's massive. We're going into the game on Sunday now. Newcastle. I think they won. I can't remember today, but they're a growing team, and I'm not concerned to an extent because we are at home, and I think we are putting in relatively okay performances, or not amazing. But now this kind of performance is not good.
No, not at all.
And then the confidence is now going to be low because they're like, oh, we can't play together like this. And I don't know. It's an absolute mess today. The guys in the live chat, appreciate you guys joining us. Over 1,700 of you now. Smash that like button. I'm seeing great comments coming in, and it's very much in line with what we're saying here. What answers do we have here? This is just like the crazy thing. We thought, my personal opinion is like, I could instantly see in the first 5 minutes of that second half, it was not going to work. It was transitioning to a worse situation. Change it. Change one player. Change the structure, whatever it might be. It's not always the answer, but when it's clear as day that this is happening, you've got to do it. But what on earth? 81st minute to bring 3 or 4 players on. It was like the Arsenal game all over again. It's embarrassing.
It was.
That makes it even more comical to me. And to people outside. Do you know what I mean? This is ridiculous. Like the level of some of these players and the manager himself has definitely got to look at himself. I'm really interested to see what the interview is like afterwards and what he shifts that blame to, because that whole game was terrible. I'd say the first 2 minutes, as I said, was fine. The rest of it was shambolic. I can't, other than that last like maybe 2-3 minutes again, where there was a bit of interaction in their box, nothing.
No,
It's
nothing.
embarrassing, Danny.
It is, and it's like Man United have got a game in hand. If they win their game in hand, they go 1 point behind us. If Chelsea win their game in hand, they go level on points. They'd have to score six goals to go above us, which is not impossible for Chelsea. I mean, from just going on the scores tonight, so Bournemouth lost 1-0 to Southampton, Brentford drew 0-0, Liverpool won 1-0, and Bowen missed a penalty. And it was a scrappy game apparently. So Liverpool still won.
Yeah, which most of the games have been like this season.
And Newcastle winning another game at home against Everton. They won 1-0, and obviously United winning 2-0. So the teams around us are winning, and we're struggling. Newcastle won 18 points, and they're pushing. They're pushing as well. So
the other thing as well, Danny, is like if you hadn't watched this game or seen any statistics, you say 2-0. The fact of the matter is, this game should have probably been a lot worse.
Yeah.
I can't even take that as a positivity.
I
It's
think
not
we're
like
lucky
we deserved to not have 2 goals.
We're
It's
lucky
like,
it wasn't worse. Really.
it's unbelievable.
It's the only positive I can take from this game. That's not even a positive. That it wasn't like a 4 or 5-0.
We're being overrun to the point where there's so much space for United play. I still can't understand how they had so much space when we got 5 midfielders and they were just pinging shots. It was like a training session, and Lloris was in goal for them, practicing saves. Unfortunately, the two that came across it were just it.
The counter pressing from United, like they're showing on Prime now, was just brilliant today. They were look at this. Look, as soon as the ball didn't even get to our player, and they were pressing. They were non-stop running. Look at this press. 3 of them pressing at the same time to close down the space, and they've got the ball back and they've countered. And we just stood still.
And it was rapid, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was rapid. Yeah. We just stood still every single time. Look at Højbjerg here, right?
Yeah.
Højbjerg and Dyer. Look at Dyer. He goes to
So
chest the
awful,
ball
mate.
down.
It's
He
so
chests the ball
It's
down.
so bad.
Højbjerg's already pointing, saying, "What are you doing?" Right? Wow.
And this is that's the goal, isn't it? It was a depressing goal because out
No,
of all the shots
Dyer
they had.
Højbjerg. Did you see that?
Yeah.
This is why I fucking hate Dyer. He's a shit player.
It's not good enough. It's unacceptable.
He literally, right? He went like this. It was like this to Højbjerg. He was like blaming Højbjerg.
Yeah.
I can't believe it, honestly.
And this is the question now: is like for the next game, does he change it up? Does he realise the situation?
For Dyer?
You know, there's a lot of emotion to some of these players, like because they've been there a long time or they're nice people.
Fuck that.
Exactly. But that's what I thought was going to happen at half time or just after saying that. I thought Conte was the type of manager to go, wow, this is shocking. Put these guys on, tell them to go, you're sitting on the bench for the next few games until you sort yourselves out how to play football.
What I don't like...
I don't get it.
I'm just confused that does Conte really think Dyer's a good player? Does he actually think he's a good player? I don't understand it because he's not. He's awful on the ball, right? He makes a lot of mistakes in the big games. He loses his head every single time. Dyer is a stable player against shitter teams, right? As soon as he comes up against really high pressing teams, he just crumbles because he's shocking and he's slow and he's got no reaction whatsoever.
This is a good point here from Blind Faith. How can you sit back on a 3-5-2?
Yeah.
What's the point in that formation if you're just gonna? I don't even know they were sitting back at all either. I don't know what they were doing. It was literally I was sitting in a circus. I was watching a bunch of clowns who couldn't play football. That's basically what I've watched here against United. It's unacceptable. Like United are a good team. They're always strong at home, especially against us. They're usually quite good. And you have to listen to that in your heads. You have to prepare for that. And whatever preparations happen this week, wow, that's the result. Yeah. Unbelievable. I can't believe it.
And do you know what, Si? I think what we should do is we should end it, and then we'll get the fan show going very soon.
Yeah, I think we do because the guys, I know what the reactions are going to be like.
Yeah, and I wanna hear what people have to say about this performance, what they have to say about how the players are. Whose mistake was it tonight? So yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll wrap it up, and I want everyone to let us know what your thoughts are on the game today. Let us know in the comments. Make sure you smash that like and subscribe. And as always, come on you Spurs.
Come on you Spurs.
Come on you Spurs.